Welcome back to Only Talk Sports. And today we have the 2023 NBA Playoffs Western Conference First Round Game 7. We have made it all the way to Game 7. Live reaction and watch party between the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. For Sacramento, this is rare territory. They are not usually in this predicament, in this situation, but they are in a Game 7. And they could have won, earlier on in the series when Harrison Barnes, he missed that shot. They could have already had the series when they could have won at the Warriors, but instead they've given themselves a chance. They won at Golden State in Game 6, and they are here in Game 7. Can they win? Can they finish it off? It's going to be interesting. We saw earlier, though, a big win for the Miami Heat on the road at the New York Knicks. Yes, Julius Randle was out for the Knicks, but you also do have, looking at Victor Oladipo and Tyler Hero, they're out for the Miami Heat. So both teams had some injuries, but you have Miami Heat going on the road. They're now up 1-0. In the last live stream I did, the Memphis Grizzlies got shellacked. They lost by 40 points. It was so unfortunate to see them play as bad as they did, but they did not play well against the Lakers. Hopefully this game will be a lot closer. This is Game 7. It's highly anticipated, and I am really looking forward to this game, and I definitely see some people are waiting. I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Jackson says hopefully the Kings can win Game 7 for the first time ever in team history. It would be really cool. I mean, they have never won a Game 7 in their team history. That is insane. And they've only been in 2 Game 7s ever before this. So that is crazy overall. The Warriors, they've been here before. Steve Kerr and the Warriors with Stephon Curry, Klay Thompson, they have had so much success, but they're starting to get older. How many more years will they be elite? So if you're a Warriors fan, this might be, one of the last times that you have a legitimate shot to go far, even though Curry is still at the top of his game, averaging 31 points per game in this series. But for Sacramento, they're the young team. They have the youth. They have the energy, and they'll have a great chance to win today on their own floor. But they did lose in Game 5 on their own floor. So can they win Game 7? We're about to find out. Jeff says he's here as well. I appreciate it. I'm here ready to go, and I hope the Kings win as well. We have a lot of Kings fans wanting the Kings to get their first ever Game 7 win. Aunt BB's here. Really appreciate it. Hi, Jeffrey. I'm here. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And Nana is here as well. I'm here rooting for the Kings. I really appreciate both of you guys for being here. It should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this game, and I hope it is a close game that goes down to the wire either way. And the winner of this game will face the Los Angeles Lakers in the second round. That should be a fantastic series as well, but we're about to tip off here. We have got a fantastic game on deck between these two teams. It's been a very heated series. A lot has happened. Draymond Green accidentally, you could say, stepping on Sabonis. That was a tough play. There's been a lot of heat in this series, but it's all going to come to a head here, and the ball is tipped. The Golden State Warriors, they have the ball first on the road at the Sacramento Kings. 11:50 to go in the first quarter. Curry swings over to Draymond Green, down to Looney, and Looney with the massive dunk, and that is not the start that the Kings were looking for. They're down 2-0. That was a big dunk there. A great pass by Draymond Green to Looney. And you got to look at as well, overall, for the Golden State Warriors. They have been here before. But then on the other end, Sacramento bangs a 3-2. That's a big shot there for their confidence. What a shot. And the Kings, they have a 1-point lead over the Warriors. Klay Thompson in the mid-range. His shot is short. Still 3-2. Sacramento, Keegan Murray, he has the rebound. On the other end, Keegan Murray, he was really good shooting the basketball in the last game for the Kings. He gets it inside to Sabonis, and Sabonis lays it up and in reverse style, 5-2. That was a really good pass by Keegan Murray and a really good layup by Sabonis, 5-2. Sacramento is up by 3. Curry for 3, and Curry's shot is no good. Herter with the board. 10:50 to go in the first quarter. Herter to Sabonis. Now over to Harrison Barnes, and Barnes' 3 is off the mark, and Looney, he has that rebound right there. Now you've got Klay Thompson down the floor. He fakes the 3, and he pulls and shoots, and he misses. So the Splash Brothers are a little cold early. You don't feel like it will last, but that is a good sign overall for Sacramento if Klay and Curry are not making shots. But they're the experienced team. But Sabonis scores again in the mid-range for Sacramento. It's 7-2. That's a great sign for the Kings. 7-2 early lead over Golden State. 10-10 to go in the first. Now you've got the Kings with a steal. Fox for 3, and Fox's 3 is short. I don't blame him for pulling up there. He definitely could have knocked down that shot, but he just could not make it. But Klay, he stripped on the other end, and the ball is out of bounds off of the Kings. So definitely a really good start overall for Sacramento. They're really playing good defense on the Warriors, and the Warriors are really struggling on the offensive end. Sabonis has hit a couple of big shots. That's going to be huge as this game progresses. Can Sacramento stay confident? Again, they lost Game 5 at home, so we'll have to see if they can finally get this win here. But the Warriors, they do look sluggish to start this game. They are not looking like the Warriors team that we have seen in the past with all that experience. They're being really sloppy with the ball. Jeff says it's going to be awesome. I agree. I completely agree 100%. But definitely for sure, the Warriors are looking a bit sluggish right now. But Klay Thompson with 10:03 to go, he's going to be at the line shooting 2 free throws for the Golden State Warriors. Klay Thompson's been averaging 21 points per game in this series. He's been playing some solid basketball. And his first free throw is up and it's good. 7-2-3. Golden State is down by 4 points early on in this game. 10:03 to go in the first quarter. Klay Thompson, he's a really good free throw shooter. The Splash Brothers all shoot free throws at a high level. His second free throw is good. He was fouled on a 3, which is a mistake for Sacramento. You never want to foul on a 3. You definitely want to play straight up defense and not give them any more points than the Warriors definitely need. You definitely want to do a better job at that, but it is what it is for Sacramento. Just got to play better on defense in the future in this game. And Klay, he hits all 3. Again, you cannot foul on a 3, and he's going to make you pay. Esco the Cool, thanks for being here. He says, only toss for yo. What's good, man? This is all or nothing. I agree. Thanks for being here. We got a big game. You cannot beat a game 7. Herter for 3 for Sacramento, and he's off the mark. 9:50 to go in the first quarter. 7-5 Sacramento. Looks like Sacramento might have cooled off just a little bit after a hot start. The Warriors down the floor. Curry to Draymond Green to Looney. Down low to Wiggins, and we have a tie game. 7-7. Finally, a tie game. The Warriors get right back in it. You definitely had a feeling that they would. Sabonis at the top of the key, swings over to Harrison Barnes. He's definitely stepped up this season. And Barnes, he knocks down the 2 right there. That's a really good shot. 9-7, and Sacramento is back in front. You can definitely tell the playoff atmosphere, the crowd, it is rocking. It's loud for Sacramento, wanting their team to win their first Game 7 in history. But Curry trying not to let that happen, and he knocks down a 3. 10-9, Golden State back in front. And Curry, you just cannot give him an inch of space. Keegan Murray on the other end. To Sabonis for 3. His 3 is off the mark. Keegan Murray tried to get the rebound, but he could not. Warriors basketball. Klay Thompson, he has the ball, bringing it up the floor, being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Draymond Green now has it, getting the pass from Klay Thompson. Over to Looney at the top of the key. Looney's definitely not going to shoot that jump shot. Over to Klay in the mid-range, and Klay, his shot is good. 12-9. Warriors are now up by 3 points. 8:30 to go in the first. Warriors are on a 10-2 run in the last 2 minutes. Not a good look for Sacramento. Keegan Murray with the floater, though, and that's pure. 12-11, Sacramento down by 1. Good shot by Keegan Murray. His confidence has definitely increased as this series has gone along. I'm really liking the play from Keegan Murray. Curry to Looney. Out in the corner to Draymond for 3, and Draymond's 3 is a little bit off the mark. Kevin Huerter with the board, swings over to De'Aaron Fox, who has been money in this playoff series, in these games. He misses a shot there, though, and Curry, he gets the rebound. Over to Wiggins. 1-point lead for Golden State. 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Wiggins on the left wing being guarded by Huerter. Thought about the jump shot. He takes him off the dribble, trying to get it in the post. Kicks to Curry. On the outside, Curry blows by Keegan Murray. Curry around the world, kicks to Wiggins, and the ball is out of bounds, and it's off of Sacramento. So it's still Golden State basketball, but they have that 1-point lead, 12-11. Jackson says Klay is making those free throws. I completely agree with you. You just cannot foul Klay Thompson. He did a good job hitting all 3 of those free throws, but the Warriors up by 1 after a fast start by Sacramento. Inbound by Draymond to Klay, and Klay misses the 3. He almost had that ridiculous shot, but it did not go in. Keegan Murray, he has the rebound. Kicks to De'Aaron Fox. Into the lane. Fox for 2, and his shot is just off the mark. He almost had that mid-range floater. Now Curry for the Warriors up the floor. Curry gets stopped by Keegan Murray. Over to Wiggins for 3, and Wiggins knocks it down. And Golden State has so many players that can knock down a 3. And the Warriors now have opened up a 4-point lead. 7 to go in the first. Sabonis on the right block. Going into the lane. Sabonis misses the shot, and the ball is out of bounds. But is there a foul called? I'm not 100% sure. But Sabonis, you definitely can still tell he's in a lot of pain from when he got hit in the eye a couple of games ago. Really unfortunate for Sabonis. Hope he is okay and can be able to take the pain. It's really unfortunate for him. Definitely sad to see the shape of his eye right now. He got hit way too hard. But Sabonis, he is toughing it out. He's averaging 15 points and 12 rebounds in these playoff games for Sacramento. His first free throw is up, and his free throw is off the mark. So it's still 15-11. Got to make your free throws. Davion Mitchell and Jordan Poole are entering the game for Sacramento and Golden State, respectively. But Sabonis, you got to make your free throws in a Game 7, in the playoffs. You got to hit your free throws. Got to be clutch. But Sabonis, he only had 7 points in Game 6, but he fouled out. But Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox were huge, as well as Keegan Murray, to be able to get the Kings win on the road at the Warriors. But Sabonis, he hits the second free throw. So he split a pair, and it's 15-12 Golden State. 6:50 to go in the first. Andrew Wiggins with the basketball. Over to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's definitely having a pretty good start to this game. Moses Moody left wide open, and he knocks it down, and you got to defend better. That's what we saw Memphis not do. They were giving the Lakers so many wide open threes, and Moses Moody, he was left wide open there. And it's 18-12 Golden State. Harrison Barnes in the lane. Harrison Barnes spins, goes up strong. His shot is off the mark, and Jordan Poole, he has the rebound there. 6:20 to go in the first quarter. Poole up the floor. Over to Looney, who's been a rebounding machine in these playoff games for the Warriors. He has been fantastic, but a turnover by Golden State. They have been sloppy on the road. Keegan Murray to Herter. Up the floor. Herter to Sabonis. Sabonis in the mid-range. His shot is barely in and out, and Looney with the rebound. I wouldn't be surprised if he has around 15 rebounds or more in this game as well. Looney has been great on the glass. Pull down the lane. Pull is blocked from behind by Sabonis. What a block. Up the floor. Herter to Davion Mitchell, and Mitchell misses the shot, but there is a foul with 5:53 to go in the first quarter. And I think that might be our first TV timeout. Golden State up by 6, but it's been some great basketball action early. It's been some fantastic play up and down the floor by both of these teams, and hopefully it continues as the game goes along. Jackson says, memo of the Kings, do not foul Klay Thompson. Now, that is completely accurate, Jackson, 100%. It was a mistake, but you do not want to foul a Splash Brother at the line. You even don't want to foul Poole, Curry, and Klay. They all shoot the ball at a ridiculously high level at the line. Jeff says to Jackson, I agree. Everyone is in consent there. 100%. Got to do a better job of playing defense. Jackson says Curry knocking down the threes. Now let's see if Fox can make the fair and balanced shots. De'Aaron Fox is going to have to be huge in this game. He's going to have to play at a high level, and I completely understand that you're not going to always hit big shots. He's missed some shots that almost went in, but they just did not drop. But for sure, looking at De'Aaron Fox, he's the leader for the Sacramento Kings. Mike Brown is entrusting De'Aaron Fox with the keys of the offense. He's going to have to play at a high level, and you're going to have big contributions off the bench from Malik Monk, because you look at Sacramento, they're not a fluke. They're a great basketball team, but they've won 2 games in this playoff series when Malik Monk has had a fantastic game, scoring over 30 points. They did it in Game 1, and they did it in Game 6. Can they do it again? I'm not 100% sure. It's going to be very interesting for sure to see what happens, but I do think overall, looking at the Kings, if you're not going to get the production out of Malik Monk, and if Fox isn't having his best game, if he only goes out there and he's scoring around 15 to 20 points, that's not going to be enough for Sacramento. They're going to have to get big production out of Sabonis or Herter or even Keegan Murray or even Davion Mitchell if Malik Monk's not having a great game. But he hasn't been inserted in the game yet. He might play at a high level, but he's a really streaky player. So he could carry over from his last game in Game 6 over to Game 7 and have a great game again. But we've seen Malik Monk, again, at 30-something points in Game 1, and then he only had like 16 in Game 2, and then he had 4 in Game 3. And that was probably the game that the Sacramento Kings played at their worst. So they really do rely on Malik Monk to be a scoring punch off the bench. And he's not playing that well, it could be an issue overall for Sacramento. Jackson says, come on, De'Aaron Fox makes those shots. I think he will. I mean, it's just early in the game. Sometimes a little bit of rust. You definitely just shake it off, go out there and start making some buckets. But I do think that overall, De'Aaron Fox more than likely will have a good game, but it's imperative that he does. Overall, hopefully Sacramento does not do what Memphis did against the Lakers. Memphis was awful, and they just played really bad, and it was not a good sign at all for the future of their organization. Hopefully they can get it turned around. I think they will, but they're going to have to get some more pieces, because if they do that again in the playoffs, then the Memphis Grizzlies will never have a lot of success. Hopefully that they will be able to turn it around. I think they have a really solid foundation. They still are a young team, but definitely the Kings are young as well. But they've been a lot hungrier than looking at what Memphis did against the Lakers in that last game in Game 6. So hopefully Sacramento plays a lot better, make this a really interesting game. They've had a couple of bad closeouts. They've had a couple of possessions where they have given Golden State wide open three. So it's going to have to be very interesting to see what happens, to see if Sacramento can kind of settle it down a little bit and start to turn it around, and be able to defend at a higher level, start getting it going on the offensive end. But that's going to be key for sure. I mean, that's where Sacramento has made their bread and butter. They've been getting a lot of contributions from Malik Monk. De'Aaron Fox has been huge, and they've gotten a lot of contributions from players up and down their roster. And then they've defended at a high level. Yes, Curry and Clay a lot of times get their points, but they also just defended them well and made them earn every single bucket that they had to take. But we'll have to see what happens. Still early in the game, 5:53 to go in the first quarter, and it is 18-12. Golden State up by 6. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens as we progress down this game. Who ends up playing better basketball? Golden State won the last game at the Kings. The Kings won the last game at the Warriors. But can the Kings get the win at home, or will the Warriors win? But Davion Mitchell, his first free throw is up, and it's good. He's been a really good player off the bench as well for Sacramento, as long as the aforementioned Malik Monk, who is in the basketball game. He finally enters the game for Sacramento. He's been one of the best bench players all season long in the NBA. But Mitchell, he misses the second free throw. So the Kings have missed 2 free throws early. Got to make your free throws. Down by 5 is Sacramento. And the Warriors, they did give up an offensive rebound, but Herter missed a 3. So now it is Warriors basketball. Looney over to Moses Moody, who has had some solid contributions for the Warriors. But Clay, with a very careless turnover, got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball if you're the Warriors. Keegan Murray down the lane, very surprised that was not a travel. But will that be a top? I'm not 100% sure, but there's 5:28 to go in the first quarter, and Keegan Murray down the lane, almost like he traveled, but it looks like he did lose the ball and got it back, so I don't think that's why they didn't call it. But yes, Moses Moody tied him up with a great block there. 5:28 to go in the first quarter. And the ball is tipped up between Keegan Murray and Moses Moody, both really tall players there. A little bit of a height advantage to Keegan Murray, and he wins the jump and kicks it over to Malik Monk. Malik Monk driving into the lane, kicks to Sabonis. Sabonis could have taken that shot, but kicked to Davion Mitchell, and his 3 is in and out. And the Kings have had a lot of those. They've had a lot of in and out shots. 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Klay Thompson with the ball, being guarded by Malik Monk. Klay off the dribble. Klay in the lane. Over to Gary Payton II, who is inserted into the game for Golden State. He's a solid bench player as well. Jordan Poole, he drives as well. Crossover dribble trying to get by Keegan Murray. He cannot. Great defense and denial by Keegan Murray. And Poole, he misses the 3, and Herter with the board. Textbook defense by Sacramento on that possession. Sabonis up the floor. Gets it to Keegan Murray. Murray for 2, and his shot is pure. 18-15. Really good shot by Keegan Murray. His confidence has been growing in this playoff series. Sacramento down by 3. 4:30 to go in the first quarter, and the Warriors have cooled off a bit. Clay to Looney, back to Clay. Clay for the mid-range 2. His shot's no good. Malik Monk with the board, and Malik Monk can fly up the floor, one of the fastest players in the NBA. He kicks to Keegan Murray. He had to fake the 3. Out to Malik Monk. He's driving into the lane on Gary Payton II. And what a block by Gary Payton. That is a great block there. Sabonis, he has the ball. Swings it over to Keegan Murray for 3. Murray's shot is off the mark. Moses Moody with the board. I think they do call a foul. Is it on Sacramento or is it on Golden State? I think it might be on Sacramento. So it does look like it's Warriors basketball. 4:02 to go in the first quarter. And it's still 18-15 Golden State. Let's see. Keegan Murray, he shot the 3. Definitely looked like maybe there's some contact on that shot by Klay Thompson, but I don't think that they called a foul there. We'll have to see on the replay. But yeah, they are giving the basketball to the Golden State Warriors. It looked like it might have been a foul on Klay Thompson there, but they did not call it. Don't know if that was just a mistake or they just did not see it, but it will be Golden State basketball. 4:02 to go. Some substitutions being made, and now the referees are doing something. I'm not sure. You always love it when the referee going to the monitor, having to check something. It takes a few minutes, but eventually they will get it figured out. But there might be another TV timeout. I think that there is. Not 100% sure why, but it is. Esco the Cool says Golden State knows what they need to do. I completely agree with you. And see, this is again where their experience is going to come into play. The Golden State Warriors have been here before. How many times has Curry and Clay and Draymond been in game sevens, been in these type situations? It makes it very hard to believe that Sacramento will get the win. But based on the way Sacramento has been playing and the fact that this game is at home, gives you the hope for Sacramento fans that the Kings can get the job done. I mean, they're going out there and playing extremely hard. I mean, they're giving Golden State fits. They're playing extremely hard all over on both sides of the floor. And I don't think that they've gone all the way to game seven just to, at least give up without a fight. I think Sacramento is going to play extremely hard, even if they do not win. But to your point, Golden State, again, they have the experience. And it takes a lot to rattle them. Even though they are on the road, even though they have the opposing crowd, making a lot of noise, I still believe that Golden State is ready for this scenario because they have been here before. And it's just going to be very, difficult to see them, if they do drop this game losing by a lot. They're not going to lose more than likely the way Memphis lost to the Lakers. They're probably going to go out there and play great basketball for the rest of this game. And if they do lose, it's probably going to be by 5 or maybe 10 points at the most, especially if the Kings are just playing out of this world basketball. But again, Golden State, they have the experience. Sacramento, they have the youth, but they also have the belief that they can get the job done. They have the crowd on their side. And these players, they want to go out there and get their first big playoff series win for most of these guys. Some of these guys have been in the playoffs before they're on their team, but most have not. And you definitely can tell that they want to win. And I think that they can. I think if they just play as hard as they have in all these other games in this series, except for the couple of games that they did not play at their best, I think they're easily going to have a chance to win this game. And it's probably going to go down to the wire, and it should be a fantastic game for sure. Jeff says, that's cool. Yeah, they do, and they need to do it for sure. I mean, Golden State, if they want to win this game, they're going to have to play like Golden State can. But again, they're going up against a very young Sacramento team, a plucky team that wants to win. The contrast is crazy, having Golden State, one of the most experienced and oldest teams in the NBA, and then Sacramento, one of the youngest teams in the NBA that have not been here. I think it is a really interesting contrast, and it definitely makes for a lot of intrigue for sure. Definitely interesting. Clint Moses is here. Go Beavs, he says. Really appreciate you for stopping by, Clint Moses. Thanks for being here. And definitely, we have a West Coast battle in the afternoon, not late at night, but in the afternoon on ABC at 3:30 between the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. A really interesting matchup because it is a game 7. And whoever wins this game will be moving on to play the Los Angeles Lakers, who, mind you, is looking really good right now. Either of these two teams, if they do win this game, if they play the Lakers the way the Lakers have been playing, that's going to be an extremely tough game. An extremely tough series all the way throughout. The matchup will be really tough throughout all the games that they're going to have to play because the way the Lakers play against the Grizzlies, they look almost unbeatable. But yeah, that was one game. The Lakers should go out there and not play as well again. They were definitely a bit inconsistent in that Memphis series. So definitely you don't want to say that whoever wins this game here does not have a chance to beat the Lakers. I think they definitely will, but it definitely is interesting for sure. But Golden State, they have the basketball right now, up by 3, and they have not scored in a couple of minutes. Curry into the lane. Curry goes up strong, and he floats it home. What a layup by Curry off the dribble. He is still dynamic. 20-15, 3:40 to go in the first quarter. De'Aaron Fox, he has the basketball being guarded by Andrew Wiggins. Over in the corner to Terrence Davis II, and Terrence Davis, he knocks down the shot. That's really a good sign for Sacramento to be getting contributions from Terrence Davis, a bench player there. Big 3 in the corner, and it's a 2-point game, 20-18, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Jordan Poole, 4-3, and Poole misses the shot. Sacramento ball. They could tie or take the lead here on this possession. Malik Monk, he has the ball, kicks to Sabonis in the lane. Sabonis for 2. He falls hard, but no foul. But what a play there on the pick and roll. 20-20, and the Kings have tied this game back up. 3 to go in the first. Curry to Wiggins. Wiggins definitely been a player the last couple of years, has become a household name. He's gotten much better in the NBA. Poole as well, 4-3, and Poole is definitely a great shooter. 23-20, Golden State back up by 3, and I still think the Kings need to close out a little bit harder on those threes. They're definitely giving up a lot of space. De'Aaron Fox driving into the lane, takes the step back 2. His shot is good, and that is prototypical De'Aaron Fox right there. That definitely is his signature shot, and those are his first 2 points of this basketball game. He's 1 of 4 from the field, 2 points there. Curry in the lane. Curry goes up strong, and he lays it in. What a play by Stephon Curry. 25-22. 3-point lead for Golden State. We've got a back-and-forth game. Both teams playing incredible basketball. Terrence Davis at the top of the key. He shoots another three, and Terrence Davis has 2 threes in this game, 6 points off the bench, and that is huge for Sacramento. Definitely a good sign. You want to get as many players involved in the action as possible. Curry in the lane, step back three over Fox. His shot is off the mark, and it's still a tie basketball game. 1:50 to go in the first quarter. Terrence Davis to Trey Lyles, who is now into the game for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox being guarded by Curry. It's been a great matchup all series long. Over to Terrence Davis. He takes another three, and he cannot strike gold with 3 threes in a row. He is not able to knock down a shot. It looked like it was partially blocked. He was looking for a foul, but he does not get it. Curry to Draymond, and what a layup. What a play from Curry to Draymond Green. That is a connection we've been saying for a long time. That is a fantastic play. 27-25. Golden State up by 2. Fox outside to Malik Monk. Back to Fox. Wide open for 3, and Fox knocks it down. Crowd on their feet. Sacramento's back in front. 28-27. 1 to go in the first quarter. And Curry with the ball to Poole. Back out to Curry for a deep 3, and somehow Curry knocks down a 30-foot plus 3. How did he knock down that shot? Curry is unbelievable. Definitely, probably you can say the greatest shooter in NBA history. All the threes he's hit, I mean, it's almost not even debatable. But he shoots a lot more threes than Ray Allen. Ray Allen was great as well. But Curry, that is unbelievable hit at deep shot there. And the Warriors are back up by 2. 30-28. Trey Lyles, though, in the corner, and he splashes home a 3. We're going back and forth in Sacramento. The Kings up 1, 31-30, under 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Unbelievable basketball action. Curry with the ball. We're almost at the end of the first, and it hasn't even felt like we've been going this long. And Gary Payton, he misses a layup. That he had that shot, but he was not able to make the reverse layup. Great pass by Curry, and I think there is a foul on Gary Payton. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. But the last couple of minutes of basketball has been fantastic. Some great action for sure. You definitely cannot beat the high level of play that we're getting between these two basketball teams here. Jeff says, Duesco the Cool will be back and forth. I agree. And that is exactly what we are getting right now in this first quarter. Back and forth action between both of these teams. 16 seconds left in the first quarter, and Sacramento is clinging to a 1-point lead. Curry, he goes over to the bench to get a breather after hitting a big 3, and he set up Gary Payton II really well on that shot, but he was not able to hit that reverse layup. Now you've got De'Aaron Fox bringing the ball up the floor. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 seconds left. De'Aaron Fox swings over to Keegan Murray for 3, and Keegan Murray's shot is off of the mark. And you get a rebound by Malik Monk, an offensive rebound. His shot is no good. So that is the end of the first quarter. 31-30. Sacramento leads by 1 after 1. And you cannot ask for a much better start to Game 7 in this series. Some back and forth action. Hopefully it continues for 4 quarters. Jeff says the Kings will be fine with Fox. I agree with you. I definitely think that they will, as long as Fox starts making some shots. And he definitely has been in the last couple of minutes of this first quarter. He's starting to settle in a bit, and that's a great sign if you're a Kings fan. You want Fox to be going at a high level, and if he is, that definitely bodes well for the potential fact that the Kings are going to win this playoff series and move on to play the Lakers. But definitely the Warriors are not going to give up without a fight. It's been going back and forth. And a fantastic first quarter between these two teams. Clint Moses, he says the 2 greatest words in sports are Game 7. For sure. I mean, some people would say it's March Madness. Definitely some people have different answers depending on what sports you like, or, you know, whether it's college or pro. But Game 7, you cannot beat a Game 7 in the NBA because it feels like March Madness. But the difference, instead of playing a team, you know, only once and you move on in an elimination series, you have Game 7 where you've played the exact same team 6 times before, and it gets chippy. You know, both teams probably getting a little sick of each other. based on the fact that, you're going out there and playing the same guys for, over 2 weeks almost, just the same team. It is definitely frustrating for players, but it all culminates in this moment. If you win, you send your opponent home and you're moving on to face another team for potentially 7 more games. It's a lot of fun. I completely agree with you for sure. Clint Mose, you cannot beat Game 7. Esco the Cool says Terrence Davis said, come and learn about me. I agree. I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Terrence Davis coming into a big game like this in Game 7 and going out there and hitting big shots like that. He's already hit 2 really big threes that are definitely going to be very important for, the potential success that the Kings are going to have in this game, because you need bench players to score. It cannot just all be your starters. And yes, Malik Monk's off the bench, but you can almost consider him just a starter at this point, but he plays off the bench. Just the starters and Malik Monk are not enough for Sacramento. You need Davion Mitchell. You need Terrence Davis. You need some of those guys to play at a high level to be able to beat the Warriors, because the Warriors, they have so much depth and they have a lot of experience, and that's going to help them big time in this game. You can definitely tell Curry and Clay, they're not rattled one bit by this Game 7. But for sure, it's still going to be tough for them being on the road. And the way that the Kings have been playing, the effort that they've been playing with, they're making it extremely difficult on Curry. Curry had to shoot a deep 3 there, and he was able to knock it down, but it still was tough nonetheless. Clint Mose said, I hope Sacramento loses and they move the team to Seattle. That would be interesting. I mean, I know a lot of people want a Seattle team back. I miss the Seattle Supersonics. Obviously, they left, I think, because, they quit, leasing the building or whatever. They just weren't getting enough, from, the resources, getting enough money from the fans supporting the team. I just don't think it was enough overall, and that's why they left Oklahoma City. I don't know how, the difference between the Thunder and Seattle was, but still, if Seattle's going to get another team back, it would be really cool to get the Supersonics back. Who knows if that's going to happen, though, since the team is over with the Thunder now, but it would be really cool to see a Seattle team. I don't think Sacramento fans really want the Kings to move, especially now that the Kings are just getting good. While the Kings were bad, maybe they wouldn't have minded moving, but now that the Kings are winning now, you definitely do not want to see the Kings move, because the future is bright with De'Aaron Fox and some of the other players that they have right now. It definitely is looking like a great and bright future for the Sacramento Kings if they can continue to develop the talent that they have and they can continue to improve. I definitely do not think that they want to move right now. That would probably not be the best time to move, but for sure, for people that want a Seattle team, it would be very cool. But we'll see. Maybe they'll do NBA expansion. We have no idea. But the second quarter is about to start here. It's 31-30. 12 to go in the second quarter, and the second quarter has just begun. De'Aaron Fox, he has the basketball for Sacramento, up by 1 point. 11:50 to go in the second quarter. Fox swings it over to Terrence Davis, who has hit a couple big shots already. He tried to kick it over to Keegan Murray, and the ball is tapped out of bounds by Curry. Good defense by the Warriors. 11:43 to go in the second quarter. Definitely you want to, be able to defend at a high level. You don't want to go out there and give up easy passing lanes across the court. So the Warriors doing a good job on the defensive end on that cross-court pass. You've got De'Aaron Fox pulling up from 3, and Fox, he misses the shot. Draymond Green, he's got the rebound for the Warriors. They're down by 1, going up the floor. 11:30 to go in the second quarter. Curry has the ball, being guarded by Terrence Davis. Curry to Draymond. In the corner to DiVincenzo. Now he passes over to Wiggins for a floater. Wiggins' shot is in and out and in, and I think they maybe call a blocking foul or a charge. I think they call a charge. Trey Lyles got that charge there. That was a really good play by Wiggins. He got that shot somehow to fall, but they're not going to give it to him. Somehow that shot went in. Or did they call basket interference? No, it wasn't a charge. They called basket interference. That's what it was. Gary Payton, he touched the rim when you cannot do that right there. There's a foul on Gary Payton, on Trey Lyles there, so there is a foul. But definitely there was some basket interference by Gary Payton II. That's why that shot did not count. It is so tough. You're wanting to get that tap back, but you cannot grab the rim when the ball is on the cylinder. 11:10 to go in the second quarter. 31-30, Sacramento is up by 1 point, and the Kings will be inbounding the basketball. 11:05 to go in the second quarter. De'Aaron Fox, he has the ball, swings over to Trey Lyles. Lyles into the lane, and he lays it in. 33-30, Kings are up by 3. 10:50 to go in the second quarter. Curry driving in the lane. Curry goes up strong, and Curry lays it in. 33-32, Warriors are down by 1. What a drive by Curry. What a pass by Fox. He tried to whip it in there to Terrence Davis. That would have been a baseball pass as fast as it was, but it got stopped. I think it is a kick ball, so it will remain Kings ball. But what a play by Curry. Maybe a little bit of a push-off, but he got it to go. No foul call. Pushing off a bit on Herter. Wasn't too severe there, but the Kings do inbound the ball. Trey Lyles, what a foul on Draymond Green. There was a lot of contact there. But Curry, he's already got 12 points. Good sign for Warriors fans. He is having a really solid game so far in this game. 10:45 to go in the second quarter. And the Kings, they have a 1-point lead. 33-32. 10:45 to go. Fox with the basketball. Fox trying to draw, but he kicks instead to Malik Monk down low, and Malik Monk, he draws a foul on Gary Payton. So it looked like Fox was going to draw, but he decided to pass that ball in there to Malik Monk. And De'Aaron Fox, the amount of velocity he is putting on these balls when he's passing them in the lane is incredible. Look at that pass. He just whips it in there to Malik Monk. And he got fouled by Gary Payton. He was looking for a foul. It was a little bit late on the foul call, but they do give it to him right there, but he will have a couple free throws. And Malik Monk, he is a good free throw shooter, so maybe that will help him get going in this game. His first free throw is up, and it's good, and that's his first point of this ball game. 10:39 to go in the second quarter. And we've got a lot more playoff action to go. They're showing so many of these games coming up tomorrow and beyond. I'll definitely try to live stream some more games in the future in these playoffs, but I really appreciate you guys for being here. Game 7 in the first round, the final first round game. It's a lot of fun, and we're going to be moving on to the second round officially tomorrow. And Malik Monk, he hits the second free throw as well. 35-32. Gary Payton, the second one, in 7 minutes is 0 points and 3 fouls. Not a good game so far for Gary Payton, and he is out of the game. Draymond Green over to Wiggins. Kings are up by 3. Wiggins into the lane. He draws a foul. 10:26 to go in the second quarter. They might have called that on a shot. I think they did call that foul on a shot. I don't know if it was like he was flailing a bit, but definitely NBA players are very good at drawing fouls to make sure they get some free throws. That is definitely an art that a lot of players perfect. But Wiggins, he will have a couple of free throws here. 10:26 to go in the second quarter. And his first free throw is up, and it's good. Wiggins is definitely a pretty solid free throw shooter. Most of the Warriors team can shoot free throws at a high level, which really helps them late in games when you have to be able to make free throws to get wins. They are really good at free throws as a team for the most part. And Wiggins, he will have one more free throw here. Still 10:26 to go in the second quarter, and his second free throw is up and good as well. So the Warriors, they have cut it to 1. It's 35-34. Kings clinging to a 1-point lead. Herter inbounds it to Malik Monk up the floor. Wiggins now has 7 points for Golden State. De'Aaron Fox with the ball, trying to make a move. He tries to crossover dribble by Moses Moody. Takes a mid-range too. His shot is a little bit short. And Curry, he's got the board. Curry down the floor. He's dangerous in transition. Curry dribbling around. Kicks in the corner to Draymond Green. And Draymond Green's three, it rattles around and in. That shot did not look that pretty, but it doesn't matter as long as it goes in. Herter on the other end of the floor for the Kings. They're now down by 2. Terrence Davis to Trey Lyles to Herter. Back to Fox. Over to Malik Monk for a step-back 3, and he knocks it down. 38-37, 9:40 to go in the second quarter. That's a big 3 by Malik Monk. What a shot there. 9:30 to go in the second quarter, and the Kings are back in front. We have had some incredible shooting being displayed between these two teams. Wiggins over to DiVincenzo. Back out to Curry. He almost loses the basketball, but Curry still has it. Curry trying to make a move on Terrence Davis. Curry with the floater. His shot is off the mark, and Terrence Davis with the board, but he loses it to DiVincenzo. Curry for 3 again, and Curry's off the mark again. And Malik Monk, he's got the defensive board. 9 to go in the second. Malik Monk for 3. His shot is off the mark. Trey Lyles, he gets the rebound, but he is fouled in his back by Moses Moody from behind, and he might have some free throws. I don't know if it's on a shot, but they might give him some free throws there. I think that it was. But you can't ask for some much better action than this in this game. Both teams are playing some incredible basketball. Great shooting being displayed by these two teams from 3, getting into the lane, and you can definitely tell the effort is here for both of these teams. Trey Lyles, his first free throw is up, and it's in. 39-37. The Kings are up by 2 points. 9:02 to go in the second quarter. And the crowd is definitely loud and proud for their Kings, definitely making an impact in this game. Lyles, he'll have another free throw after the break. I think there is a timeout. He was about to shoot it, but they call a timeout, and we will be back after this Golden State Warriors timeout. Trent Verano, thanks for being here. He says, wow, great last 2 minutes. You kidding me? I completely agree. It has been some fantastic basketball action. The last 2 minutes, I think you were referring to that first quarter. Those threes were falling at a high rate, but they're falling again in this second quarter. There's been some great basketball being played. Both teams playing at a high level, and that's what you want to see. That's what I thought we were going to get from the Memphis Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Lakers in that Game 6. That's not necessarily what we got, but we are getting it right here with the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings. Definitely some great basketball. You just cannot beat it. Trent Verano says, and a storm warning. Hopefully, the storm warning will be okay for everybody that is definitely being affected by thunderstorms. Definitely in a lot of parts of the country, there's always some thunderstorm action. So you see on the local news like ABC or NBC, you have some rain going on, some thunder. But hopefully for everybody that is in the path of rain, it will be okay. But really appreciate all you guys for being here. Hopefully storm warnings will be okay. But we have a 39-37 lead for Sacramento over Golden State, and Trey Lyles, he'll have another free throw out of the break. But thanks for being here, Trent Verano. I really appreciate it. Jeff says, yeah, it's getting windy. So definitely where you guys are at, it is not looking good at all with the weather. Hopefully you guys and all of us will be okay wherever we are right now, for sure. We've got a big game, 39-37. Sacramento over Golden State. And I think the way this game is going, it's trending towards a really close game that goes down to the wire. I mean, you never know. Either team could go on a big run and blow this thing open. But the way both these teams are playing, the effort that both teams are playing with, this is a Game 7. I think it's going to be a close game, and I hope it is. Down to the wire should be a lot of fun. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here so far. Really appreciate it. Means a lot. But we got some great basketball being displayed by these two teams, and I think that it definitely will continue as the game goes along. Trent Verano says, yeah, it is getting pretty bad. Jeff says getting dark here now. Really, hopefully you guys will be okay. I definitely want everybody to be safe. Jeff says great action. 100%. I mean, you really can't expect anything less. I mean, you should, expect that both teams are going to play hard. Now the game's going to be close. Maybe one team's shooting really bad and they're down by 10, 15 points. But both teams are playing hard. Both teams are shooting at a high level. And we have a 2-point game, but definitely some great action for sure. I think that it just goes to show you that a Game 7 is different. When both teams are on the chopping block, and if you lose, you're done. It makes it so much more important. It's not like when one team, is going to be forced to be eliminated, but the other team is not. That's a completely different situation. But when you have this type of situation in a Game 7, you have it where everybody, both teams, all the players, all the coaches can be eliminated with a loss. And it definitely means that the stakes are a lot higher than it would be if one team is being forced to be eliminated and the other is not. It definitely is a completely different situation for sure. I think it just means that both teams up the ante. It means that both teams are playing a lot harder. And it's really interesting for sure. Peja Stojakovic, they're showing him right now, number 16, retired by the Kings. He was a fantastic NBA player, especially for the Kings. Definitely had a great career, one of the best shooters in NBA history. And his son actually will be playing in college basketball soon. So really interesting bloodlines there. Definitely like to see some great players and have some sons that are going out there playing at a high level as well. But Trey Lyles, his second free throw for the Kings. Now after the break, his free throw is up, and it is no good. So, again, the Kings have missed a few free throws. That could come back to haunt them later on in the game. You got to make your free throws. Got to make as many as possible, and they've missed a few. The Warriors get the rebound off of his miss. DiVincenzo is bringing the ball up the floor. Curry is currently taking a break. Klay Thompson, he has the basketball at the top of the key, driving into the lane, tries to kick it to Looney, and his pass was way too tall for Looney, and that basketball is out of bounds. He threw it about 10 feet over his head. That was not a great pass by Klay Thompson there. They're showing all the greats in Kings history. The Kings have had a pretty solid history with some players, but they've not had a great history in the playoffs. This is potentially their first Game 7 that they win. Sabonis with a massive slam dunk off the pass. What a dunk by Sabonis, 41-37. But the Kings, this is only their third Game 7 in history and they've hosted. And you got the Kings. They've never won a Game 7. This would be huge for them if they could finally get that done and improve their history in the NBA. Clay, and they've got a great fan base as well, but he kicks it over to Poole. It's back to Thompson at the top of the key. Warriors are down by 4. Clay in the lane. His shot is off the mark. Looney, though, he gets the board. He shoots it in, and I think he gets the bucket and one. 8:07 to go in the second quarter. And Looney, he is a rebounding machine. You've got to box him out. You cannot leave him open down low on the blocks or he will get the rebound every single time. You have to find a way to be able to take that basketball from it, or in this game, Sacramento will not win because Looney's just going to keep getting rebounds. He's going to keep working on the glass and he's going to keep putting it back in. He's going to get points and he's going to get to the foul. And Looney is one of the most important players for Sacramento. He's already got 5.6 rebounds and 3 assists. I feel like the Kings have done a bit better of a job keeping him off the glass, but he's already got 6 rebounds and we're still relatively early in the second quarter. Not a great look there. Looney done a fantastic job on the glass, and that's going to be hard for the Kings to overcome. Herter in the lane off Sabonis' pass. He misses. Sabonis gets the rebound. Kicks to Malik Monk for 3, and he knocks it home. 44-40, 7:40 to go in the second quarter, and the Kings are up by 4. What a shot by Malik Monk, and what a outlet pass by Sabonis getting that rebound. Offensive rebounds lead to open threes. Always are the best time to take threes. Poole trying to drive. Takes a mid-range two. He's off the mark. And Sabonis, he rips down that board. Malik Monk up the floor. Under 7:20 to go in the second quarter. Malik Monk down the lane. A lot of contact between Moses Moody and Sabonis. No call there. Lyles, he misses a 3. We've got Moses Moody going back up the floor. Jordan Poole, he has the basketball now. Back to Looney. Back to Poole for 2. And Poole's mid-range shot is good. 44-42. 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Still, we are going back and forth in this game. Poole with 5 points. Sabonis at the top of the key. To Herter for a mid-range 2. And he's off the mark. And Looney racking up another rebound. That's what Looney does. And he swings it over to Klay Thompson. Kevon Looney being guarded by Sabonis. Over to Klay Thompson. In the mid-range, Thompson's shot is off the mark. Sabonis falls to the floor, and I think they call a foul on Looney. He's a little bit banged up as well, which will be really bad for Warriors fan. I think he is okay, though, but there was a little bit of a tangled up between Domantas Sabonis and Kevon Looney, and I think they call that foul on Kevon Looney over and back, and I agree that definitely was a foul. And Sabonis, he fell to the floor hard. He's been taking so much contact in this playoff series for the Kings, trying to help them get this playoff series win. But the Kings, they're up 44-42, 6:30 to go in the second quarter. And I think that the Warriors, they're already in the bonus. So Sabonis is going to go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. That's not a good look for Golden State to already be in the bonus, relatively still only about halfway in the second quarter. That could be a lot of free throws for the Kings. And Sabonis, he already has 9 points, so he's outscored what he did in Game 6, where he only had 7 points. And his first free throw's off the mark, and that's the 4th miss at the line for Sacramento. They could be up by way more in this game if they were hitting their free throws. They're missing some free throws, and again, they are definitely going to have to be aware of that. If they do lose a close game at the end, how many free throws that they did miss, that might end up being the difference. Got to knock them down. But Sabonis, his second free throw is up, and his second free throw is good. So the Kings, they have split a lot of free throws, 45-42. The Warriors, they are down by 3. 6:20 to go in the second quarter, and you've got Curry back in the game, bringing the basketball up the floor. Over to Draymond Green, over to Curry. Curry around the paint. He goes up strong with the layup, and he misses the shot, but he is fouled and will shoot a couple of free throws. Curry is so good at drawing fouls, and Curry, he loves to go around in the paint and dribble it around and then go up with a mid-range little floater. He does that a lot, and he is so good at it because he still is quick. He is so quick, and he got switched on Keegan Murray, and he definitely took advantage of Keegan Murray on that play, drawing that foul. But Curry is not a player you want out the line. He usually hits his free throws, but he misses the first. Curry missing a free throw. Curry has missed some free throws in these playoff games for the Warriors, in this playoff series. He's missed some free throws. He's even missed a couple of free throws a couple times. So I don't know if maybe how big this game is, the nature of this game, maybe is getting to Curry a little bit. I'm not 100% sure because usually he's cool, calm, and collected. But he missed the second free throw as well. 6 to go in the second quarter, and he misses another free throw. He's done that several times in these playoff games. And Sabonis on the other end responds with a mid-range too. 47-42. Sacramento is up by 5 points, and the Kings fans, they want a playoff win so bad. A playoff series when they want it. And the Kings, they almost turned it over on the Warriors, but they did step out of bounds. So it still is Warriors basketball. It was almost a steal by Terrence Davis, but definitely they stepped out of bounds there. But unbelievable effort being displayed by Sacramento. And Curry missing 2 free throws is huge for Golden State. That is so rare to see Curry miss 2 free throws. 5:53 to go in the second quarter. Finally, they inbound the basketball. Curry being guarded by Terrence Davis, who has provided some solid minutes off the bench. Mike Brown is entrusting him to stay in the game. Steve Kerr is wondering what the Warriors are going to do, but as I say that, Curry splashes a 3. So he misses 2 free throws, but he knocks down a big 3. 47-45, and Curry up to 15 points. Terrence Davis cannot respond on the other end. Klay Thompson up the basketball floor. Warriors down by 2 points. Warriors have hit 7-3, so has Sacramento. Draymond Green in the lane, and there is a foul on Kevin Huerter. I don't know if the Kings are in the bonus yet. If they are, Draymond will have a couple free throws, but I'm not 100% sure if they are yet or not. But Curry with a step-back 3, that guy can shoot the basketball so well. I mean, he's just going to keep dribbling around and shooting the 3 no matter how much you guard him. You just got to hope he misses. Curry, he's hit 24 made threes in Game 7, most all time. You definitely cannot beat a Game 7. You don't get them that often, and they are so fun to watch. And Curry, he drives in the lane and floats it home. 47 all. We got a tie game. Fox to Terrence Davis, back to Sabonis. Back to Terrence Davis for 3, and Terrence Davis has hit his 3rd 3 of the game. He's got 9 points. 50-47. Sacramento's up by 3 again, and we're going back and forth. What a game. Curry with the ball being guarded by Terrence Davis, who just hit that 3. Curry dribbling around. He shoots a 3, and his shot is in and out. He almost had it, but it did not drop. Keegan Murray up the floor. 4:40 to go in the second quarter. Terrence Davis back to Keegan Murray. Up to Fox, to Sabonis. Sabonis with a big screen, allowing Malik Monk to get by, but they're going to call a foul. Curry falling to the floor. I think definitely there maybe was too much contact there, but for sure, a lot of contact with Sabonis. He was not going to allow Curry to get around that screen, but they're going to call a foul on Sabonis. Very interesting there. Kings still lead by 3, little over 4 to go in the second quarter. Draymond Green with the ball, kicks to Looney at the top of the key to Klay. Klay Thompson being hounded by Malik Monk at the top of the key. Now Andrew Wiggins with the ball being guarded by Fox. There is a height advantage for Wiggins. Wiggins in the lane. He goes up strong, draws a lot of contact, and there is a foul. And I think that both teams are in the bonus, so it will be free throws for Andrew Wiggins, and he is a solid free throw shooter, so he'll be going to the line for Golden State. The Warriors are down by 3. 4:13 to go in the second quarter. Golden State down 50-47. And Wiggins, he definitely drew that contact. I don't know. De'Aaron Fox went up and he got a lot of ball. I don't know. That might have been a clean play there. He might have got a little bit of Wiggins' hand, but I think that might have been a clean play. But Wiggins, his first free throw is up and it's good. 50-48, and Wiggins cuts it to 2. But I definitely think the rest maybe could have let that one go. I don't know if that was a foul. And Wiggins will have another free throw. Maybe the Warriors, they got bailed out a bit on that one. I'm not 100% sure that was a foul. Wiggins, he barely knocks down the second one. He had some both. So it's 50-49. Back and forth game. De'Aaron Fox with 2 fouls, only with 5 points. So he's not having the best offensive game so far, but it's still early in the first half. He is definitely more of a second half player. Sabonis over to Malik Monk, and I think they call a foul on the Warriors this time on Klay Thompson. Maybe that's a makeup foul from the other end. Who knows? But Klay Thompson gets a relatively minor foul there. And Steve Kerr, he does not like it. He's wondering what's going on. But I think that Mike Brown probably was saying the exact same thing on the other end. Malik Monk, most in NBA history, first 6 career playoff games off the bench. He's averaging 19.8 points per game in this playoff series. That is incredible for Malik Monk, an NBA record through 6 games. His first 6 playoff games averaging almost 20 points, all off the bench. I mean, you got to give Malik Monk credit. Coming off the bench, playing as hard as he is, he definitely, you can make an argument, should be a starter, but the Kings bring him off the bench because definitely he just kind of fits like a player like that, like a Lou Williams type spark plug player off the bench. Monk with 9 points, 3 boards, 3 assists, 2 of 6 shooting. He splits the free throws, though. He missed the first. Again, the Kings have now missed 5 free throws. But Curry, he misses a 3, and you got Trey Lyles with the board. 3:50 to go in the second. De'Aaron Fox up the floor with another mid-range, and Fox is just a little bit off, not able to make that shot there. Curry back up the floor. He has had a fantastic first half. To Draymond Green. Draymond Green passes to Wiggins. What a cut by Wiggins, and he lays it in, and the Warriors are so good at off-the-ball cuts. 51-51. Great pass from Green to Wiggins for that score. We've got a tie game. 3:25 to go in the second quarter. Malik Monk off the dribble. Into the lane, kicks on the outside, and they're going to call Malik Monk out of bounds. I'm not 100% sure he was out of bounds. I could not tell. If they show the replay, we'll definitely be able to see for sure. Malik Monk definitely did not think that he was out of bounds, but now we have a timeout after that play. 3:21 to go in the second quarter, and it is 51-51. Jeff says, great passing for the Kings. I think both teams have been passing the ball at a high level. You look at the Warriors, they're notoriously one of the best passing teams in the NBA throughout the years with Curry and Klay and Draymond. They just are a fundamental team. Now you've got Poole and Wiggins added to the collection. They're just a fundamental basketball team. They pass the ball at a high level. They make great cuts, and that's why they have so much success, and they do a lot of screening to get their players open for threes. But looking at the Kings, I would agree with you that the Sacramento Kings are passing the basketball really well also. I think both teams are. The Kings have definitely gotten better at passing from where they were a couple of years ago. And I just think that's the growth and maturity from the players on their roster. It is definitely awesome to see, how well the Kings have improved in the last couple of years with all their players. Then they brought Sabonis in from the Pacers in that trade. That was a great trade to get him. And you've got Fox, Monk, and a lot of their other players are improving. The Kings are definitely a team with a bright future. If they just keep the team together, keep developing, keep improving, they could be a team that's really good in a couple of years. And it'll definitely be very interesting to see how good they could get. But I definitely think that both teams are passing the ball at a high level. So I would definitely agree with you on the Kings, but I also agree that the Warriors still consistently are passing the ball well, and they have not had as many turnovers in this game. You look at the Warriors, they have struggled with turnovers on the road in this playoff series, but looking at the Warriors in this game, they're doing a better job of not turning it over in this game. That's why they're top, because some of their worst games in this playoff series, they have definitely turned it over more. That's why they've lost a couple of these games. Sacramento was definitely taking care of the basketball at a much higher rate, I would say, in this playoff series. But still, both teams pass the ball at a high level, and it's going to go a long way to whoever does end up winning, whoever shoots the ball better at the foul line, maybe who hits more threes, and definitely the team that turns it over less. Trevor Ron says, yeah, it's dark now. Again, definitely the weather, a issue for a lot of people. Hopefully it will be okay. Jeff says, hopefully we'll be out of here soon. I definitely agree. We definitely don't want no one in storm warnings. Nana says, very interesting game we have going here. I completely agree with you, Nana. Really appreciate you for being here, and I completely agree. We've got a whole other half and a little bit to go in the second quarter. I'm looking forward to seeing how this game progresses for sure, but really appreciate you for being here. Nana means a lot, and I agree with you. We had a much more interesting game than we saw with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Los Angeles Lakers the last time I was streaming a game. That was tough. It was very difficult to watch for sure because it wasn't a close game, but hey, the performance from the Lakers was incredible regardless of the Memphis Grizzlies really struggling. It was not a close game, but I agree with you. This game is fantastic. We have a tie game, 51-51. And they're showing Terrence Davis. He's been a big lift off the bench for Sacramento, hitting a bunch of threes. He's not a guy that usually scores a lot of points. He can't shoot the basketball, but he's been a big lift off the bench. And any contributions you can get from a player, no matter how far down the roster and somebody is huge. And he's only had 10 points in this whole entire playoff series in 6 games, but he got 9 tonight. That is so awesome for the Kings to be able to get that type of production from him in a big game like this. And it's definitely needed for sure, considering how well the Warriors are playing and pushing the Kings to try to beat them in this game to be able to move on to play the Lakers. With the Warriors, they have the basketball in a tie game. 51-51. We've got 3:10 to go in the second quarter. The Kings with 25 bench points. The Warriors only with 8. Curry to Draymond in the lane. Draymond misses. He's looking for a foul. He's not going to get it. Sabonis up the floor to Terrence Davis. Over to De'Aaron Fox for 3. And De'Aaron Fox knocks down the 3. 54-51. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. What a shot by De'Aaron Fox. He's got 8 points, and that might be the shot that gets him going. He's been a little off in this game, but that is a massive bucket for the Kings and De'Aaron Fox. Curry in the lane with a floater. He misses the shot, and now the Kings back down the floor. De'Aaron Fox turn on the Jets. He stops on a dime, kicks to Sabonis, and what a play by Domantas Sabonis running the floor. 56-51, 2:20 to go in the second quarter, and the Kings lead by 5. Curry with the ball. 2:10 to go in the second quarter. Curry kicks to Klay in the corner. Klay Thompson for 3. He's off the mark, and the fans are on their feet, and the Kings are starting to extend this lead a bit right before the half. Fox behind the back to Malik Monk. Monk driving in the lane. Monk taking contact. No foul call. And Klay Thompson with the rebound. There is a foul over the back on Sabonis, and Klay Thompson will be shooting free throws. That is a tough break there. You never want to foul on a play like that, but definitely like the effort from Sabonis trying to get that rebound. But Klay Thompson, he definitely already had it, but Sabonis is playing extremely hard. He is doing a great job in this game. You got to give him a lot of credit. His eyes in pain, his stomach's in pain. I hate it for him, and he's got all these injuries, but he is playing really, really hard. Really appreciate his effort. It definitely has not gone unnoticed by me for sure. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here as well. It means a lot. You guys are all awesome. We got a fantastic Game 7. Klay Thompson, his first free throw is good. So it's 56-52. The Warriors down by 4. And Klay Thompson has not had a good shooting game so far. He's only got 6 points. He's 1-9 from the field, 0-3 from 3. I definitely think that Klay Thompson's going to have to shoot a lot better if the Warriors want to win. His second free throw is good, though. He's still really good at the line. 56-53. 1:58 to go in the second quarter, and De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. But I'm sure Kings fans are really appreciating Sabonis' effort as well, because it is so fantastic to see him. He definitely could be not playing for sure with the pain he's in, but he definitely wants his team to win. But Terrence Davis, he's not able to make that shot there. He shot the 3 for the Sacramento Kings. He could not make it, but he's still been playing well off the bench. Klay for 3, he misses as well. So it's still 56-53. Kings are up by 3, 1:30 to go in the second quarter. Fox down the floor. Fox with his quick twitch ability in the lane, trying to go up, but he kicks to Lyles in the corner. Lyles misses, and Sabonis somehow gets the offensive rebound. What effort. Fox saves it from going out of bounds. Sabonis to Terrence Davis. Back to Sabonis from Terrence Davis. Sabonis in the lane. Over Draymond Green, and he lays it in. How did he get that shot up over Draymond Green? 58-56. Oh, 58-53, actually. Sorry about that. Warriors are down by 5 points. But Curry, or as I say that now, it's 58-56. I guess Curry, he knew I was going to say it just a little bit quick, and he knocked it down, so my score actually was accurate. 58-56. Curry now with 20 points. 50 seconds to go in the second quarter. De'Aaron Fox into the lane. He's got the basketball being guarded by Klay Thompson, and he turns it over trying to whip it in the corner to Terrence Davis. Curry with the ball. Up the floor to Klay Thompson. To Wiggins. Wiggins fakes the 3, but he goes up with it, and his shot is off the mark. Lyles with the board. 58-56. Golden State down by 2. Malik Monk misses a 3. Probably shouldn't have pulled up for that shot, but I think he was trying to go for the 2-for-1 because there's only 28 seconds left in this second quarter. I don't think Mike Brown liked that shot, however. Anyway, but definitely trying to go for that 2-for-1. I don't blame Malik Monk there. But Curry, he will have the basketball for the Warriors. Down by 2, around 30 seconds left in this basketball game in the second quarter. We'll have a whole other half to play in this fantastic Game 7. Both teams are shooting 43% from the field. Golden State's 8 of 22 from 3. Sacramento's 9 of 24 from 3. Curry with the ball, 15 seconds left. 10 on the shot clock. Curry off the dribble. Into the lane. He whips it over to Wiggins. Wiggins with the step back 2. His shot's no good. 5 seconds left. Malik Monk to De'Aaron Fox. Fox pulls up for 3, and Fox's 3 is short, and that is the end of the first half. 58-56. Golden State is down by 2. Kings lead by 2, and we're going to have 24 more minutes left to play to find out who will be moving on to play the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Round 2 playoff series. But what a game we have here between the Kings and the Warriors. This has been a great series. This is a fantastic game. And it looks like it could potentially be going down to maybe who has the ball last. And whoever's playing at a high level, who knows. But what incredible basketball being played by these two teams. Jeff says Monk for 3. Oh, yeah, baby. I completely agree. Malik Monk has been huge in this playoff series for Sacramento. And if it wasn't for Malik Monk's performances in these games, there's no way that Sacramento would be tied in the series. They would be already out. They would have had no chance to win this series. So Malik Monk, he has been incredible. And you also got to look at as well the performances from De'Aaron Fox, who definitely is the most consistent player on the floor. But Sabonis, toughing it out, still playing even though he's injured in multiple areas of his body, still playing at a high level. And you also have Terrence Davis coming off the bench in this game, making some buckets. And then you've got players like Davion Mitchell hitting shots, Kevin Huerter, the Sacramento Kings, the effort being displayed by them. Keegan Murray also just got a bunch of players that can make shots. But Malik Monk definitely is one of the main reasons why Sacramento is here today, tied 3-3 with the Warriors and with a 2-point lead. He has been huge. Trent Verano says both teams drain the 3, so let's see who dies by it. I completely agree with you. I think overall, looking at, that logic, if you look at these two basketball teams, you would assume that potentially the Warriors would be the team that lives and dies by it because they shoot so many threes, but they're also really good at making threes. I mean, Klay's off right now, but Curry's been making them. Some of their other players have been making them. And then you look at the Kings. They're a team that does shoot a lot of threes as well. I don't know if they shoot as many all the time as the Warriors, but I think they might actually have shot more threes and made more threes than the Warriors so far. So definitely, I agree with you. Your logic for sure could really hurt either team, just depending on who ends up going cold from 3. I really think the way this game's been going, though, the way both teams are playing, you're kind of seeing it where when either team's playing well, then from 3 or in the mid-range or from 2, the other team's doing well also. It's kind of like a back-and-forth thing where you look at the Kings. They drain a 3, then Curry goes on the other end and hits a 3 as well. It's kind of like both teams are playing right to each other's level of play, which is very interesting. I just think that due to the high-stakes nature of this game, the fact both teams really want to win, I think that's definitely affecting things a bit. We saw a great game earlier today between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks as well. Miami went on the road. They're the 8th seed. They somehow upset the Bucks. Yes, Giannis was out for some games, but Jimmy Buckets was incredible, especially that 56-point game he had at home for Miami. But they go out there, and yes, Julius Randle's out for New York, but they were able to go on the road and beat the New York Knicks in game 1. Now they're up 1-0 on that series, in that playoff series. It's going to be very interesting to see. Can the Miami Heat win that series? And Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo are out for the Heat. So it's not like they're completely healthy and the Knicks were not. But I think when Randle comes back, it's going to be a lot tougher. If he does come back, it will be a lot tougher for Miami. But a great start in that series going up 1-0. So that was a great game overall. But this game right here, like you said, Trent Verano, I agree. And Jeff does as well. He says, I agree on that. I think whichever basketball team shoots the 3 at a higher level or the free throw line or even turnovers is going to win this game. Sacramento, they could be up by more. Sacramento could be up by probably 8 points right now if they hit all their free throws. They've missed some free throws. Curry, he missed 2 free throws as well. So it's not Golden State's been perfect at the line, but the Kings have missed more free throws. Got to make free throws. And I feel like the turnover margin, definitely has been about even. Both teams kind of turning the ball over around the same. It's not like either team is necessarily turning the ball over less or more. It's been about even. I feel like the Warriors had a few sloppy turnovers early, but they started to get their act together. That's how they were able to get back in this game overall. But definitely been some sloppy basketball. That's to be expected in any big game. The jitters happen, anxiety. Sometimes you make mistakes overall. But both teams, I feel like, have played a very clean first half. There hasn't been a lot of crazy stuff going on where you have potential technicals and flagrants. You don't want none of that. Even in a high-stakes game, you want both teams to lay it out all on the floor with their play. And I feel like that's what we've got. But we still got a whole other half of action left to go. Who knows what's going to happen as we further progress through this game. But the Kings are up by 2, 58-56 at the half nonetheless. Just as keep missing him, Curry. That's a funny one right there. Curry missing 2 free throws. I mean, think about it. If he hits those free throws, they're tied right now. Got to make your free throws, and that's rare for Curry. But Curry, for whatever reason, has definitely been missing some free throws. I think maybe it has to do with the fact, that maybe it's the stakes of this game. You're not perfect. Even a player like Curry is not perfect at the line. No one is perfect. But I do think that those 2 missed free throws could be big for the Warriors in this game. That'll be really tough. It's a bonus. He's been a big reason for the Kings' success of this game. He's got 16 points. And Klay Thompson, he only has 7 points. Granted, he's 5 of 5 at the line, so he's been hitting his free throws. But besides that, he's 1 of 10 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. I don't think Klay Thompson can have that bad of a second half if the Warriors want to win. So Klay Thompson's going to have to play better for Golden State if they want to win. And for the Kings, I probably would say that Fox and Monk have to get going a bit more. They didn't have the greatest first half, specifically Monk. He did it a big 3. But I would say that both teams had players that weren't at their best. So it really is going to come down to, in the second half, which team gets the best out of as many players as possible. And if that happens, then I would say that that team is going to win for sure. Trent Verano says all ball. I agree, because you're referring back to that play. Jeff says as well, no foul on Fox. I agree. That was all ball. I mean, he defended that perfectly. There's no way that that was a foul. I do think that, sometimes the refs do make mistakes. They probably maybe thought he got him on the hand, but that was all ball. But they're showing De'Aaron Fox. He's only got 8 points and 5 assists. He's 3 of 10 from the field. Some of his passes have been incredible. And when you can impact the game in a variety of ways when it's not scoring, that's huge as well. 5 assists is good. You want to have 5 assists. He's doing a good job passing the ball. But if you're De'Aaron Fox, you got 8 points in the first half. You only have 8 points in the second half. You're not probably going to win this game, more than likely, especially if Curry keeps shooting as well as he is. So De'Aaron Fox had a solid first half, but he's definitely going to have to play better in the second half. But he usually does. He is a second half player. He normally plays way better in the second half. So I'm not too worried for the Kings, but for the Warriors, they need more out of Klay, and I'm not too worried about him either. I feel like this game is going to go down to the wire. Both teams, they're going to get the best from their players late in the game, more than likely. But I do agree with both of you. That was not a foul on Fox for sure. Clint Moses says the Seattle Sea Dragons. You got the XFL on. You've got the USFL on. So much action going on besides the NBA. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here. But definitely Clint out in the Northwest wants a Seattle NBA team again. Maybe it will happen, but definitely got to support those Seattle Sea Dragons. Maybe they'll get the win tonight. It'll be very interesting for sure. But thanks for being here. Nonetheless, Clint, really appreciate all you guys for being here. But we got a big game, and it's only the first half. I'm so looking forward to the second half. Game 7. I mean, all these games that I've done, in these live streams earlier, you've had game 1s, game 3s. Those are awesome. It's a lot of fun. But when you get a game 7, it kind of feels like the play-in term where it's elimination, almost like March Madness. You cannot beat a game 7, and you don't get game 7s that often. This is the only series from the first round with the game 7. And who knows how many more series will end up going to game 7 in these playoffs. I mean, I'm sure maybe we'll get another one or two, but you never know. If this is the only game 7 series that we're going to get, it has been a lot of fun. It's been so much fun doing all of these Warriors and Kings games, and I really appreciate all you guys for being here for game 7. It means a lot, and it makes for an awesome stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. But what a game that we have had in the first half, and we still have a whole other half to go. But I do think overall, based on the way that this game has been going, I do think it's going to be a close game. But Miami and the Knicks shows you that you can never bet on the favorite. Miami is not favored to beat New York. Yes, Randall is out, but we have seen a lot of upsets in these NBA playoffs, and I think that's going to continue. I think it's going to continue because when you're counted out, when no one believes in you, that motivates you to play even harder. And sometimes a lot of these teams that are much better this year are young teams. And I think it makes it really interesting because of the fact it's hard to bet on them because you don't really know how good they're going to do. I think that sometimes it makes it very difficult to bet on a young team because sometimes they go out there and play great like the Kings. But then you have other young teams, that don't play that well and they really struggle. And I think that makes it very tough because you're trying to play hard and you're trying to go out there and give it everything you've got, but just sometimes you don't because of the fact it's really difficult when it gets to crunch time like this. The games mean so much more. And when you let that affect your play, then you're not going to win. But if you just go out there and you use it to fuel you to play even better, that's once you reach that point as a player where these type games motivate you to make you play better, that's when you become a great player. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's a great regular season player. But what he's done for Miami in the playoffs is even better. He has been fantastic, for the Heat in these playoffs at his age. 33, 34 years old, fantastic shooting from Jimmy Butler, 56 points in game 6. And it just definitely goes to show you, or game 5, I think it was in game 5 that he had 56 points. Overall, just Jimmy Butler, he plays even better. He rises to the occasion in playoff games. And that's when you have to. You definitely have to do that for sure. Trent Veron says, can Sacramento keep this up and can Warriors keep up second half? Will be fun to watch. I agree with Trent Veron. Those are definitely the questions for sure. Can the Warriors, can they keep up with the Kings or will the Kings fade? I don't know. All I know is I keep going back to game 5. And the Kings, if they won that game, they would have already had the series. But they lost on their own floor. And the Warriors, they played great. They gave it everything that they had. And the Warriors went out there and won at Sacramento in game 5. And then in game 6, Sacramento went on the road and beat the Warriors. So it goes, again, the underdogs kept winning. No one was expecting these teams to win on the road, and they did. So it's interesting. I think a lot of people thought when the Warriors won, at Sacramento, and they went up 3-2, the series was over. But then the Kings, they responded, and they beat down the Warriors at the Warriors by almost 20 points. They were fantastic. And now you're back at home, and it all comes down to this. So I definitely think expect the unexpected. I'm not really expecting either team to win here. I could see this game going either way. But regardless, it should be a lot of fun for sure. Michael Williams is here. Thanks for being here, Michael Williams. He's got the Warriors. Warriors are down by 2 right now at the half. That's not a bad deficit by any means. That is a Curry 3 away from taking the lead again. So only being down by 2 at the half is not a bad thing at all. But, man, I definitely think that this game could go down to the wire to the end, and it should be very interesting to see what happens, to see who ends up winning this playoff series. I could really see it going either way for sure. Maxwell Gray, thanks for being here. Maxwell Gray, he says, I'm at work right now and can't catch the game. Thanks for helping me out, bro. I really appreciate you for being here. It means a lot. Thanks for being here and stopping by, but you are so welcome. I definitely love to commentate the game, especially for people that cannot watch these games. It's definitely awesome for sure to hear that I'm definitely a help and service to you. I really appreciate you for being here and glad I could help while you are at work. Try to do the best I can for sure to make the game feel as natural as possible without looking at it for sure. Definitely appreciate you for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Will ND, he says, great first half. Thanks for being here, Will. And I completely agree with you. Great first half. Back and forth action. Both teams exchanging leads. Both teams hitting threes. Missed free throws. We've had it all. Both teams have been giving it all that they've got, laying it all on the line. And I could really see this going down the wire to the end. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But I definitely think that it could. It would be really hard to imagine this not being a close game either way down the stretch based on the way these two teams are playing. Both teams laying it on the line. The Warriors have the experience. The Kings have the youth and the hunger to get the job done. But the Warriors, they have the experience of having been here before. And I think that's definitely going to help pay off, potentially help them win this game. But Sacramento, they have the youth. And even though that definitely hurts them in that experience factor, and we have seen them crumble a bit in games that they have lost in the series due to their youth and they're making a lot of mistakes. But their youth also drives their hunger. They want to prove that they are a good team, that they belong. And I think that is definitely playing a big role in how hard that they have played in this playoff series. Will ND says Klay Thompson needs to play better for the Warriors to win. You are absolutely correct, Will, 100%. I think you look at Klay Thompson and the way that he has played and the fact that the Warriors are only down by 2 points right now with Klay Thompson's performance is really good. He's only got 7 points. He's 1 of 10 from the field, hasn't hit a three, and he's 5 of 5 at the line. And he's probably going to more than likely play better, you would think, in the second half. So that's a really good sign for Golden State. They're only down 2 with his performance. But then you look at the Kings. The Kings, on the other hand, they've got Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox not really scoring that much. And all it takes is both those players to get going. And De'Aaron Fox is a second-half player. He usually steps up in the second half. We've seen him be clutch time and again late in games in the fourth quarter. Time and time again, he's just been clutch. And he's one of the most clutch players in the NBA at his age. They showed, looking at De'Aaron Fox, how clutch he's been. I think he's hit more shots in the clutch territory, whatever they determine as a clutch shot, like within a minute left in the NBA this season. He's hit more shots and has the highest field goal percentage. So if this is like a one-score game either way, and De'Aaron Fox hits the ball, if you're the Warriors, you got to guard him. And you saw what happened when the game was at the Warriors. They made him give the ball up and kick it out to Harrison Barnes, and Barnes missed the three. If Fox had to take that shot, he could have hit it. Maybe the Warriors would have gone down and the Kings would have already won this series. But it's really interesting for sure. Definitely going to be a great second half for sure. And we're about to start the second half. The third quarter is about to start, but I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Ahmad Ford, thanks for being here. Ahmad Ford, he says, I'm hopping and praying that the Kings win. I really appreciate you for being here. Thanks, it means a lot. And we've got a really close game. And the Kings could win and get their first ever Game 7 series win. But thanks for stopping by. Jahavan Stalwart, thanks for being here as well. Kings all the way. Thanks for being here, both of you. And definitely, we got a lot of Kings fans. And I think a lot of people just want the Kings to win because they haven't won in so long. Whereas the Warriors, they've been here before. Maybe for some people, they just want to see a new team, and the Kings could be that team. They have not won a playoff series since 2004. They have not been in the playoffs since 2006. So this is unprecedented territory for Sacramento for a long time. So definitely appreciate all you guys for being here, supporting the Kings. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. But the third quarter has begun. De'Aaron Fox, he gets the ball back from Herter. 11:50 to go. Fox with only 8 points in that first half. Golden State is down by 2. Sacramento with a 2-point lead. Fox with the basketball, driving into the lane. Fox all the way to the rim. His shot is off the mark. Looney with the rebound, and Looney is racking up those boards again, like he always does. Curry up the floor. And Curry, he kicks over to Draymond Green. Back to Curry, being guarded by Fox. Curry can't give him an inch of space, and they did. And Curry knocks it down. You can't give him space. Curry with 23 points. He could go for 40 at this rate, how he's playing. 59-58, Golden State up by 1. They retake the lead. You got to guard Curry at all costs. Sabonis to Herter over to Barnes. Barnes in the lane, and there is a foul on the drive. Don't know if it was on the shot or if it was on the floor. But definitely Curry. I know he's hard to guard because he's got an array of moves, an array of step-back shots, just like James Harden, but still, you got to guard Curry as best as possible. And they do call it on the shot, I think. So there are free throws for Harrison Barnes. His first free throw is off the mark, and Sacramento keeps missing free throws. Again, these free throws are huge. These are key misses for the Kings. You got to make your free throws. And they have missed a lot of them. Curry with 23 points in this game. 9 of 16 shooting, 5 of 10 from 3. He is having a really good game. Barnes does hit the second free throw, so it's a tie game again, 59-59. But the Kings, they're 8 of 14 at the line. Warriors are 10 of 12 with only the 2 misses from Curry. Sacramento's missed 6 free throws. Curry for 3. He's not able to knock down that one. He misses that 3 there. 10:52 to go in the third quarter. And we still have a tie ball game, 59 all. Kings up the floor. 10:45 to go in the third. Fox into the lane. Fox misses the shot. Herter tries to lay it in on an offensive rebound attempt and put back. He did not make the shot, but he is fouled, and he'll have 2 free throws here. Herter's usually a solid free throw shooter, but can he hit some free throws because Sacramento just keeps on missing them? But definitely a foul there by Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins, he hit the hand of Kevin Herter. Herter's first free throw is good. So finally a free throw is being made, especially on the first one. The Kings have missed a lot of their first free throws. So Herter, he scores that free throw there. And he had 27 points and 7 rebounds in Game 7 versus the Philadelphia 76ers. So Herder has been big in game sevens before, and he hits the second free throw as well. So it's 61-59. Definitely big free throws there for Sacramento. And Wiggins with 3 fouls now. Golden State down by 2, and there is a foul on De'Aaron Fox. I do not think that he likes that foul call there. He did not think that he fouled. He is still complaining with it to the referees, but it is what it is on that play there. I think they might have got him for a little bit of that arm contact. I think he hooked a little bit. I definitely understand why they called it. It's frustrating because you never want what you perceive as a cheap foul being called. De'Aaron Fox now with 3 fouls, but I do think there was some contact there. Curry with the ball over to Klay. Klay Thompson definitely struggling to shoot the basketball. He's trying to dribble around Herder. Klay Thompson still dribbling. Crossover. Blows by Herder. Klay in the lane for a mid-range. His shot's good. And finally, Klay Thompson hits another bucket. He's up to 9 points. And we have a tie game yet again. 61-61. Klay is 2 of 11 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3. Harrison Barnes into the lane. Kicks over to Sabonis. Driving on Looney. His shot's off the mark just a little bit short. Good attempt there, but just could not get it to fall. 10 to go in the third. 61-61. Wiggins being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Wiggins in the lane. He loses the basketball. And do we have a tie up here? It has to be a tie between Wiggins and Herder. That was a lot of held ball there. But we'll have to see what they call. I do think that it is a tie though. But what a shot by Klay Thompson in the mid-range. Stepping back on Herder. Herder is a tall player at 6'7", and Klay Thompson was just able to get that shot over Herder. Keegan Murray, he is exiting the game for Sacramento. And they're bringing Terrence Davis in already, so that is a quick adjustment being made. 61-61. 9:50 to go in the third quarter. The Warriors, they win the tip. Klay off the dribble. Klay into the lane, a foul on Terrence Davis, who's just been inserted into the game. 9:46 to go in the third, still 61 all. There's been a lot of fouls already in this third quarter. We might be getting into the bonus really quickly at this rate. Both teams are fouling at a high level. I think Klay Thompson, he will be at the foul line here. He's got 9 points. He's 5 of 5 of the line, 2 of 11 from the field. And his first free throw is up, and he misses the free throw. He missed the first. So it's still 61-61. Klay Thompson, it's a rare miss from him. He usually shoots, and it makes all of his free throws. But again, he was 5 of 5, so maybe it was time for a miss overall, but he was not able to hit that free throw. His second free throw, he misses as well. So Klay Thompson and Curry both missed 2 free throws. Draymond Green, he gets the offensive rebound, though. 9:40 to go in the third quarter. Looney to Klay. Klay for 3, and he bricks it. How often do you see 2 missed free throws from Klay Thompson and then a brick on that 3? He bricked it. It's 61-61, 9:37 to go in the third, and Klay Thompson bricking that 3. That is unbelievable there. Still a tie game, and that will be a tie by NBA rules with bricking a 3. It will be a tie between Sabonis and Looney at midcourt. The referees are about to go up with the ball. We'll have to see who wins the tip. And the tip still hasn't gone up yet. And it is won by the Warriors. The rest definitely making you anticipate and wait for that tip, taking a little bit longer. Wiggins into the lane. He loses the basketball. Kicks to Klay in the corner. And Klay Thompson hits his first 3 of the game. Bad sign for Sacramento. They do not want to see Klay Thompson getting heated up. 64-61, and both Klay and Curry hit a 3 right after they missed 2 free throws. Very ironic there. Sabonis in the mid-range. Kicks to Herder. Over to Harrison Barnes. Barnes driving in the lane. Barnes taking contact, and there is a foul on Draymond Green. So more free throws. It's been so many fouls already in this third quarter. 9:08 to go in the third. Golden State's up 64-61. But there will be 2 free throws for Harrison Barnes. He was fouled by Draymond Green. I think he got him a little bit with the body there, a little bit of contact. Wasn't too much, but the refs definitely don't want to get this game going out of hand. But Barnes, he misses the first free throw, and that's the 7th missed free throw for Sacramento. If they keep missing free throws, it will be really bad for them on their chances of being able to win this game. They have missed so many free throws. Harrison Barnes His second free throw is up, and he does make that one. 64-62, 2-point deficit for Sacramento. 9 to go in the third. Curry with the basketball. Curry's been on fire in this game. Sacramento's 11 of 18 at the line. The Warriors are 10 of 14. Curry off the dribble, screen from Looney. Kicks in the corner to Draymond Green. Green's three's off the mark. Terrence Davis with the board for Sacramento. 8:50 to go in the third. Fox up the floor to Kevin Huerter. Huerter's three's no good. Barnes tried to save it, but it does go to Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson down the floor. 8:40 to go in the third. Curry driving into the lane. Curry off the dribble, taking contact. How did he get that shot to fall? Stephon Curry in the lane, taking an unbelievable amount of contact. He somehow floated that shot, and I don't know how he got that shot to fall. Curry just flipped it up. 66-62. Curry has 25 points. He's up to 25 points, and the lead is up to 4 for the Golden State Warriors. How did he make that shot? I don't know. That was a foul on Terrence Davis. He's picked up a couple of fouls. Terrence Davis definitely had a better first half than the way he's playing now. He's had a couple of bad fouls, and Curry hits that free throw there. So it's 67-62. Curry up to 26 points. 8:30 to go in the third quarter. He just keeps on scoring. Fox over to Sabonis. Sacramento down by 5. You don't want to say it's a danger zone, but they need a bucket quick. Sabonis in the mid-range. His shot is short. A bad shot there. 8:15 to go in the third. Klay Thompson up the floor for Golden State. And I think there might be a foul on Sabonis. It looked like potentially the Warriors were about to lose the basketball out of bounds. Sabonis does not like the call, but they do call a foul on Sabonis. Let's see. Oh, I don't think they're going to show. They're showing Curry shooting a free throw right now, but I do think that potentially that was not a foul on the sideline. I'm not 100% sure, but it's 67-62. They call that foul nonetheless. The Warriors to inbound. Looney being guarded by Sabonis. 5-point lead. Sabonis now with 3 fouls. Curry in the corner. Curry driving in the lane again. Curry almost with a reverse. He can't get it to go, but Looney with the offensive rebound. Draymond Green to Curry in the corner. Curry misses another shot. Somehow, Wiggins almost got an unbelievable dunk, but he couldn't get it to fall. But then Curry down the lane. Curry lays it in. Curry falls to the floor, and Curry gets that layup to fall. He's up to 28 points. 69-62 as Sacramento calls timeout. The Warriors are going on a bit of a flurry, but Curry, after that layup, he could not even stay on his feet, but he got that layup to fall. But we've got some unbelievable action. It's looking like Harlem Globetrotters out there. Curry gets that layup to fall, but Wiggins almost had an unbelievable dunk. But 69-62, 7:50 to go in the third quarter, and we have a timeout for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point lead for Golden State. They're starting to blow it open a bit. Trent Verano says, let's go. Good luck to the Kings. I definitely agree with you, Trent Verano. The Kings really need this game for their future of their franchise, but the Warriors not letting that happen right now. Up by 7. The Kings are starting to fade a little bit. That is not a good sign for Sacramento. They need to continue to score. They just cannot let the Warriors get confidence. The more you let the Warriors get confidence in this game, they're eventually going to blow it open, and you're not going to have any shot at all. They're just going to have to find a way to settle it down. But right now, the way that the Warriors are playing, they're starting to get that classic confidence that they usually have in big games. And that experience is starting to settle in. And Curry, he is leading Golden State. Sacramento's going to need a response from Fox, from Monk. They're not getting great contribution from either players right now. And you've got Curry going out there hitting big shot after big shot. And Klay, he's starting to hit some shots as well. It's going to be very interesting. But the Warriors are up by 7 right now with 7:50 to go in the third. It's going to get really interesting for sure. But the Golden State Warriors have definitely started to find their footing. They're gaining confidence by the minute in this game, being led by Stephon Curry, one of the best shooters in NBA history. He's just a fantastic basketball player. And somehow he's going out there at his age, and he is leading the Warriors. He's hitting big shot after big shot. And if this continues, it's going to be very difficult for Sacramento to be able to win this game. I think Sacramento still has a great shot, but right now they are down by 7 points, 7:50 to go in the third quarter, and they are in bad shape. They need to find a way to turn their fortunes around, start hitting some buckets. And I really think they're going to need De'Aaron Fox. This is when they need De'Aaron Fox to go out there and play at his best because he is their leader. He's the guy that Mike Brown, the head coach for Sacramento, has entrusted to have the ball in his hands in big moments. And you can't get much bigger than this moment right here. Sacramento, they're down by 7 in a game 7. How often does Sacramento get the chance to be able to be in a game 7? It has not happened much in their history. And even if Sacramento does not lose, I think barely losing would go a long way to helping their confidence for the future and potentially help them be able to have success years to come. And even if they don't win, like I said, even if they barely lose, I think it will help them out. But they can't get blown out. They can't have what Memphis did. I don't think they're going to lose by nowhere near as much. But you can't lose by 15 points. That would really hurt your confidence. But I still think the future is bright for Sacramento. And I still think they can win this game and be able to advance in this playoff series. But they're going to have to find a way to settle it down. Because if not, the Warriors could get ahead by a lot in a hurry. So the Kings are definitely going to have to need a response for sure. But you can definitely tell the Warriors fans outside their building, they are so happy right now. They're showing the game and their crowd, they believe that their Warriors are going to be able to survive this series behind the backs of Curry with his 28 points. But it's not over yet. This game is a long way to go. And the Kings are down by 7 points, but all they need is a couple of buckets, and they'll be right back in it. 7:30 to go in the third. Keegan Murray in the lane. He lays it in. Good shot by Keegan Murray. Maybe that will help lift his confidence. Keegan Murray has been quiet for a while. 69-64. 5-point game. Golden State has a 5-point lead. 7:20 to go in the third. Curry off the dribble. Curry driving on Sabonis. He almost scored the basket, but he was not able to get it to go. Looney with the rebound, though. Looney just keeps on getting rebounds, and I think there is a foul on the Kings. But how many rebounds does Looney has? He has to already have over 10 rebounds. He just continues to get offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds. He is so huge for the Warriors. One of the most underrated players in the NBA. I don't know. I mean, you can say Fox was in the way of Wiggins. I'm not 100% sure there. It could have maybe not been called, but I think he definitely was not in legal guarding position, so they call a foul. Wiggins, his first free throw is up, and his free throw is good. So it's 72-64. The Warriors, they lead by 6 points. Davion Mitchell and Malik Monk are coming into the game for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox is going out of the game. De'Aaron Fox now with 4 fouls. That's big for Sacramento. That is not a good sign. They need De'Aaron Fox, and they need him to start making big buckets, but he has 4 fouls. 7:15 to go in the third. Wiggins with 12 points. He's 3 of 8 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, and 5 of 5 at the free throw line. His second free throw is off the mark. But Looney with another offensive rebound. How does he keep getting rebounds? Wiggins into the lane. He almost turns it over. He takes a mid-range shot, and it's off the mark. Herter with the board. But Looney, he probably has 12, 13 boards. He just continues to crash the glass for Golden State. But Sacramento with the ball. Herter, he's being guarded by Looney. Herter for 3. His 3 is off the mark. Curry up the floor. Again, being guarded, almost a bump by Davion Mitchell. No foul call there. Curry trying to get it to Draymond Green. He does. Over to Wiggins in the corner. Wiggins' 3 is off the mark. Looney with another offensive rebound to Wiggins, and there's a foul by Herter from behind. Wiggins will have a couple of free throws, but how does Looney keep getting all of these rebounds? He just keeps going up, and he keeps pulling down boards. 70-64, 6:36 to go in the third quarter. Look at Looney down there on the glass. That was a great pass to Wiggins, and Herter definitely fouled to prevent him from getting that score. Probably a good foul, but still, you got to be able to get the defensive rebound so you're not allowing them to keep getting more chances at points. But Looney, he's got 15 rebounds. 5 points and 15 rebounds for Looney, and Wiggins, his first free throw is good. 71-64. The Warriors are now up by 7. Jordan Poole is coming into the game. 6:36 to go. And Gary Payton II as well, who has 3 fouls already from the first half. Curry, he is going to the bench. And Draymond Green as well. 6:36 to go in the third. Both teams have been missing some free throws. The Warriors have missed a couple less than the Sacramento Kings, but both teams have been missing a lot of free throws. Will be interesting to see how that plays out at the end. And Wiggins, his second free throw on cue is a miss. Looney tried to get another rebound. He could not. Herter with the board. Finally for the Kings. Malik Monk to Keegan Murray. Out to Herter. Now to Sabonis. Herter for three. His shot is off the mark. 6:20 to go in the third, and the crowd for the Kings is getting a little antsy. The Warriors are up 7 with the basketball. Jordan Poole over to Kevon Looney. Back to Poole. Poole in the lane to Gary Payton. Over to Wiggins, down to Looney, and Looney is fouled from behind, and we have yet another foul. 6:07 to go in the third quarter. There have been a lot of fouls in this third. Looney will have a couple of free throws here. He has been fantastic on the glass for Golden State. If it wasn't for Looney getting all of these offensive and defensive rebounds, I really have a hard time seeing the Warriors winning or being in this series. He is such a vital piece to the team, how hard he plays, the effort that he displays game in and game out. This series has been averaging 6 points and 14 rebounds, and today he's got 5 points and 16 rebounds. Right on cue for what he's doing, but it's still only 6 minutes left in the third quarter, still 18 minutes to go in the game, and you definitely could potentially have some more rebounds being pulled by Looney. He could have over 20 rebounds again. Looney, though, he misses the first free throw. He's not the greatest free throw shooter in the world. He can make them, but he is so fatigued right now. That might be playing a role in his missed free throw there. And his second free throw is up, and he misses as well. So Golden State is about to match the Kings in missed free throws. Both teams are not making their free throws. 6 to go in the third quarter. Davion Mitchell bringing the basketball up the floor. De'Aaron Fox on the bench with 4 fouls. Sabonis has the ball in the mid-range, trying to find someone to give the basketball to. He just takes the mid-range because no one got the ball, and his shot goes in and out. He had it, but it just did not go in. Jordan Poole down the floor being guarded by Davion Mitchell. He shoots a three. It's off the mark, but Gary Payton with a rebound. Wiggins for three. It's off the mark. Looney with another rebound to Gary Payton. Down low to Wiggins, and Wiggins, he almost scored. Looney with another rebound. He lays it in. The Kings are not going to win this game if you keep giving the Warriors second chance after second chance. Looney now has 17 rebounds. 73-64. The Kings are down by 9. 5:18 to go in the third quarter. Sabonis at the top of the key again. Sabonis kicks to Keegan Murray. Murray in the lane for 2, and Murray's shot is good. That's a good shot by Keegan Murray. He's hit a couple big shots for the Kings in the last couple of minutes, but they're still down by 7. Under 5 to go in the third. Klay Thompson to Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole being guarded by Davion Mitchell. Over to Looney. Looney trying to find somebody to give the ball to. He's still in the mid-range. Kicks to Gary Payton. Down low to Wiggins on the left block. Wiggins goes up strong, and there is a foul there. And it looks like Wiggins will have a couple of free throws. It was a foul on Malik Monk. He does not like the foul call there, but the referees call it nonetheless. And Mike Brown, they're miking him up. I'm wondering how he's feeling right now. Probably not happy with the amount of rebounds Looney's gotten in this game. I know Looney's gotten a lot of boards in every game, but you got to find a way to figure out how to stop him from doing it. Possession after possession, he just keeps reeling in more rebounds on both ends of the floor. Before 44 to go in the third, and Wiggins misses another free throw. Both teams just keep on missing free throws. It's definitely going to play a role for either team, whoever loses. Fox is coming back into the game for Sacramento. The Warriors are up by 7. They're showing Wiggins. He had 11 points in the first half, 3 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 at the line. But in the third quarter, he's only got 2 points. He has not hit a field goal, and he's 2 of 5 at the line. So he is starting to struggle a little bit in this game. And can he hit the second free throw? And the answer is he cannot. He misses both free throws. So Curry, Klay, and Wiggins have all missed 2 free throws at one point in this game. Fox down the lane, he just turns it over. Maybe a bump, but he loses the basketball, and it's back in Curry's hands. You cannot turn the ball over. Warriors are 3-11 from the free throw line this quarter. Curry misses the 3, but then Wiggins, he got the rebound, but he missed the shot there, and the ball is out of bounds off the Kings. Monk is upset. But, man, how did Wiggins miss that layup? Wiggins had a very easy layup there, but he could not get it to drop, and we have a timeout on the floor, 73-66. Warriors are up by 7. Jeff says, come on, Kings. The thing is, I don't feel like the Kings are necessarily playing that badly. Yes, they're starting to struggle to shoot the basketball, but that's not why they're losing the game. They're losing the game because they cannot stop the Warriors from getting the offensive rebounds. They're not stopping the Warriors from just getting rebounds in general on both sides of the floor. Looney's dominating on the glass, and every single time you give the Warriors another chance, they're eventually going to hit the shot. And that's what they've done. A lot of their threes have been off of missed shots that they've gotten offensive rebounds, and they finally knocked them down. And unfortunately for, the Kings overall, if they don't get better at rebounding on the glass in this game, they're going to lose. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, they got to either make a lot of shots, which they're not doing as of this time, or they're going to have to start tightening up on the glass, or maybe start getting more second chance opportunities for themselves. They have not done that in this game. Sabonis, he's done a decent job on the glass, but even he's been dominated by Looney at times. And I know Looney is a fantastic player at working hard. I know he's a hard worker, and I know that he does a lot for the Warriors on the glass, but he does not average this many rebounds in the regular season. And he's just going out there, and he is getting rebound after rebound. I mean, Looney, like I said, has like 17, 18 rebounds, and we still have 16 minutes to go in the game. He could get on pace for 30 rebounds. He probably won't, but just the fact that he's on pace for that shows you how dominant he's been on the glass. And the Warriors are benefiting from it because they're getting second chance opportunities. They're getting to the foul line, and that's going to help them win this game if they do. Now, the Warriors are shooting themselves in the foot because they're not making free throws. The Warriors are not making free throws. And that is definitely going to be a problem for them because of the fact you got to go out there and make your free throws. They're 3 of 11 at the line in this quarter. Now, it's not like the Kings have been that great at the line either. They've missed a lot of free throws as well. But if the Warriors were hitting all of theirs and the Kings were not, then that would not be a good look for Sacramento, because then the Warriors would probably be up by double digits. But the Warriors are missing free throws. The Kings are missing free throws. Both teams are actually starting to turn it over a little bit more. It's getting a little sloppy. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I just think that if the Warriors, though, keep dominating on the glass, they will find a way to win this game. And it's definitely not looking good for Sacramento because they cannot stop Looney. Trent Verano says, God, I love to not like Curry. For sure. Definitely. God loves all, but definitely people sometimes do not like players. But I do think that overall, Curry's one of those players that he's fantastic. And you look at what Kobe Bryant said. Kobe Bryant, he's always said they don't like the great ones. They hate the great ones. And that's true. When LeBron James, Curry, some of the greatest players of all time, you don't like them. A lot of people do not like Michael Jordan unless you were a Michael Jordan fan. So for sure, I don't blame you, Trent Verano, for not being a fan of Curry. He's definitely a player that a lot of people are frustrated with just how hard that he plays. But I do agree with you overall. He can be a very frustrating player sometimes in the fact that he just goes out there and just continues to score. But it is very interesting for sure. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. It's been a great game, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens for sure. Jeff says, was not a foul on Fox. For sure, I definitely think that you look at, to Jeff's point, Fox, you could make an argument did not foul there. But you could also make an argument that he did. I mean, he was kind of in the way, but you can make an argument he did not foul. It's very interesting for sure. Curry to Draymond Green, and Green lays it in. 75-66, and Looney's got 18 rebounds now. Keegan Murray on the other end, 4-3. His shot's blocked by Gary Payton. The Warriors are up by 9, 4 to go in the third. Curry with the basketball going up strong. He misses the shot. Trey Lyles, he has it, and there is a foul, I think, on the Warriors. So a break for the Kings. But, man, that almost would have put the Warriors up by double digits there. Keegan Murray, he missed that 3 because Gary Payton blocked it, a much shorter player. But how did Gary Payton do that without fouling? That was a fantastic play. And then Curry missed the layup. That would have put the Warriors up by 11, but Curry could not get that shot to drop. But you've got De'Aaron Fox bringing the basketball up the floor. He has not had his greatest game by no means. And the Kings only have 8 points in 8 minutes of this quarter. And they miss again. Keegan Murray cannot get the shot to fall. And if the Kings continue to struggle on the offensive end, they're not going to have a chance. Jordan Poole, he has the basketball. 3:30 to go in the third quarter. Jordan Poole trying to drive by Keegan Murray. Poole kicks over to Curry. Into the lane, back to Poole for 3. And Poole knocks down the shot. 78-66, and the Warriors lead by 12. 3:20 to go in the third. Where is the offense going to come from for Sacramento? They need points, and they need them now. Malik Monk into the lane, all the way to the rack, and he lays it in. Big bucket for Sacramento. 78-68, 3:09 to go in the third quarter. Curry bringing it up the floor. 3 to go in the third. Monk's got 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's only 3 and 9 from the field, but definitely he needs to start getting some buckets to fall. Curry in the lane. Curry with a step back too. His shot's barely off the mark. Trey Lyles with the rebound. He gets it over to Terrence Davis. Terrence Davis denied the ball to Fox because you had Gary Payton guarding him. Now Terrence Davis into the lane, all the way to the rack, and that's a good play by Terrence Davis. Taking contact, 78-70, 8-point game. Pull, though, down low to Moses Moody. Moody thought about going up with it, but he does not. Now you've got Curry with the ball, being guarded by Keegan Murray. Curry drives into the lane, up strong. He lays it off the glass. 80-70, Warriors back up by 10. 56 career playoff, 30-point game for Curry. Unbelievable. Curry has still got it. 10-point lead for Golden State. But Fox, 4-3. De'Aaron Fox responds, and the Kings are down by 7. That's a big shot. The Kings need that from Fox. 1:50 to go in the third quarter. Curry on the other end for Golden State. Curry trying to make a move. Blows by Lyles. Into the lane. Curry for 2 more. 82-73, 9-point game again, but Keegan Murray on the other end of the floor, he lays it in. 82-75, 140. We're going back and forth in Sacramento. Warriors up 7. What a game 7 we have here. Getting close to the end of the third quarter, but Jordan Poole, offensive foul. He knocked over Keegan Murray. What a recovery by Keegan Murray to get that offensive foul there. 7-point lead for the Warriors, but maybe the tide is starting to turn back in the Kings' favor. Jordan Poole runs right into Keegan Murray, and they call an offensive foul on that play. 1:32 to go in the third quarter, and Malik Monk will be inbounding the basketball to De'Aaron Fox, who just hit a big 3 a couple of possessions ago for the Kings. Definitely a much-needed shot for him and his team. He's in the lane. He tries to get the ball over to Terrence Davis for 3. Davis' shot is off the mark. Now over to De'Aaron Fox into the lane. And is there a foul? I think there might be on that drop. Maybe there was a foul on the Golden State Warriors. So a 7-point lead for Golden State. And I think that the Kings will have 2 free throws. De'Aaron Fox. And De'Aaron Fox, he is a good free throw shooter. But the Kings have been missing a lot of free throws in this game. So we'll see if he can both of these to help improve the Kings' free throw percentage. His first free throw is up, and it's off the mark. He misses another free throw. Man, both of these teams are missing so many free throws, and they're good at the line. 1:15 to go in the third, and De'Aaron Fox will have another free throw here to potentially cut this to a 2-possession game. But Sacramento needs to start hitting their free throws. They're missing way too many, and it's a 6-point game after Fox does hit the second free throw. 82-76, Fox has 12 points and 6 assists, but he's only 4 of 13 from the field. That is a tough shooting percentage there. Curry being guarded by Terrence Davis, which is probably a mismatch there, and there is a foul. Don't know how much of a foul there was, but Trey Lyles, he definitely does not like it. But they do call a foul there nonetheless. 82-76. 1:04 to go in the third quarter. And the Golden State Warriors will have a couple of free throws here. I think Draymond Green, he was fouled maybe off of a ball screen, not 100% sure. But the Warriors, they've been missing a lot of free throws as well. So we'll see if Draymond Green can hit these. And he misses the first free throw. More missed free throws. It's become an epidemic here. Both teams are just missing free throw after free throw. 1:04 to go in the third quarter. Both teams have to be nearing double-digit missed free throw. And Green, he does hit the second. So it's 83-76. And we've got around 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Really appreciate all you guys for being here. Like the stream down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But I really appreciate you guys for being here. We got a game 7 on our hands. It's a fantastic game. Fox loses the basketball, but they do call a foul on Golden State. So he'll have more free throws, potentially help out the Kings at the free throw line. 57 seconds left in the third quarter. 83-76. I don't know. Gary Payton got a lot of ball, but that's kind of a makeup foul considering the fact that De'Aaron Fox got called for one very similar earlier on in this game. De'Aaron Fox's first free throw is good. Nice looking shooting stroke there. It was a little bit short, but it rattled in. 83-77. Still 57 seconds left. We're going to have one more quarter left in this game 7. And the Warriors, they led by around 10, 11 points, but the Kings are starting to chip into the lead a little bit and get back into this game. Fox's second free throw is good as well. 83-78. 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Gary Payton, the second with the ball. Over to Draymond Green. Fox up to 14 points. He's 3 of 4 at the line. 45 seconds left. Curry with the basketball. He has been electric in this game. Klay Thompson thought about shooting the 2. Kicks it to Draymond. Back to Klay. Down to Gary Payton the second for 2. 85-78. Great passing by the Warriors. Exquisite. Now the Kings on the other end. Fox spins around. Kicks to Monk for 3. It's off the mark. And there is a foul on Keegan Murray. They get Keegan Murray right there on a push-off, trying to get that offensive rebound. So I think the Warriors will have a couple more free throws, and it might be Curry going to the line here. You definitely do not want to put him at the line. He will hit free throws at a high rate most of the time. But definitely right now, the Sacramento Kings trying to hang around in this game. Right, but you have the Warriors going out there just continuing to stay ahead. Every time the Kings try to get back in it, the Warriors just hit some free throws. They hit a big shot to kind of extend the lead again, and Curry hits the first. 86-78, 8-point lead for Golden State. This would be a really tough loss for Sacramento to be able to deny them their first playoff series win since 2004 and their first Game 7 win ever. Curry's doing everything he can to prevent that. He's got 33 points, 13 of 27 in the field, 5 of 13 from 3. He's having a fantastic game, and now he's got 34 points after he hits the second free throw. 87-78, 25 seconds left in the third quarter. De'Aaron Fox with the basketball, being guarded by Klay Thompson. Over to Terrence Davis. His shot's no good, but what a play by Malik Monk. How did Malik Monk come in there and get that shot to fall and a foul? That was an unbelievable play by Malik Monk. Incredible. It was a mystery by Terrence Davis. He just flew into the lane, taking contact from Andrew Wiggins, laid it in off the glass. That was a fantastic play. 87-80. Still, Malik Monk been huge in this playoff series. He'll have to have a big fourth quarter if Sacramento wants to win. 14.6 seconds left. Monk's got 13 points and 5 rebounds. He's 4 of 11 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. But Monk and Fox have definitely not had great shooting performances in this game. But they're still within striking distance to still win if they can find a way to have a really good fourth quarter. Malik Monk at the line. And his free throw is good. So it's 87-81. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Draymond Green to Curry. Curry up the floor. 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. This is usually when Curry hits a big 3. We'll see if he does or not. Curry over to Klay Thompson for 3. And Klay Thompson knocks it down. 90-81. And was he fouled as well? I'm not sure if he was or not. 1 second to go in the third quarter, but he might have been fouled as well. I think he was. Unbelievable shot by Klay Thompson. 90-81. If it's not Curry, it's his splash brother, Klay Thompson. They're just so good at knocking down dagger threes. And that was a big shot there, and you see the Kings fans are really upset. 1.4 seconds left in the third quarter. 15 points in this game for Klay Thompson. He's had a solid game. He has missed a couple of free throws, so we will see if he's able to knock down this free throw here. But man, what a big shot to steal away the momentum from Sacramento, hitting that big 3. That was an incredible shot by Klay Thompson. So his free throw, he's about to shoot it up. 1.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's up, and it's good. So a 10-point lead for Golden State. 1 second left. Davion Mitchell shoots it up, and it's off the mark. So we have a 10-point game. 91-81, end of the third quarter. Are the Kings done? Are the Kings out of this game? I don't think so yet. I still think that there's enough time. But Golden State has been clutch to this point. Curry just keeps on hitting big shots. And Klay Thompson got a big 4-point play there. We'll have to see. But definitely the Kings need a great fourth quarter if they're going to be able to win this game and move on to play the Lakers and get their first playoff series win since 2004. Nana says, come on, Kings. Thanks for still being here. Nana, really appreciate it. But I agree with you. The Kings really need to find a way to turn it around. They're going to have to get it going. They're going to have to start playing at a higher level, and they are not right now. They are really struggling in this third quarter. They only scored around 20 points in that third quarter. That was nowhere near their best third quarter that they've ever had in these playoffs. It was just not a good quarter overall. They really struggled, and that was definitely not the quarter that they needed to have in a big game like this. And it's not like the Warriors played excellent in that third quarter, but they played better. They had some big shots. They've been hitting more of their free throws than the Kings have. And I still feel like if the Kings are going to win, Malik Monk and De'Aaron Fox have to step up big because you've got Curry on fire right now for the Warriors. The Kings need a player that's going to step up like that. And Fox is that guy. But Fox has definitely not been making big buckets in this game outside of a couple. He is not at his best game. But we'll have to see what happens. It's going to be very interesting for sure. It's probably, hopefully, a game is going to go down the wire. But right now, the Warriors have a 10-point advantage, and we'll have to see what happens. Trent Veronis to Sacramento needs to get physical down low. That's ridiculous. I agree. You cannot allow Kevon Looney to dominate you on the glass. Kevon Looney's a good player. Kevon Looney plays hard. That's why he's in the NBA. That's why the Warriors love to have him on their team. But still, you can't allow that guy to go down low and get 19, 20 rebounds. Not effortlessly. He's sweating his tail off. He's playing hard, but you just can't allow it to happen for the Kings. You got to go down there and be nitty-gritty, get the rebounds. The guards got to crash the glass. Everybody's got to crash the glass and do everything you possibly can to get the ball, because if you don't get the ball, it's more opportunities for the Warriors, and they're eventually going to make shots off those missed attempts, getting rebounds, and getting more looks. They're going to make them eventually. And I don't feel like the Kings have done a good enough job in this game. It's going to be interesting. Jeff says, what a shot by Monk. I completely agree. That was a fantastic play by Malik Monk, getting that rebound and laying it back in. But it's not going to be enough if the Kings do not step up their level of play. We saw earlier today the Miami Heat went on the road and beat the New York Knicks 108-101 in Game 1. Could we see the Golden State Warriors going on the road and beating the Sacramento Kings in Game 7 to end this playoff series and get the Warriors to advance to be able to play the Los Angeles Lakers? The Warriors and Lakers, that would be big time for sure with Curry and LeBron, but the Kings, it would be big as well because the Kings, they have not won a playoff series in almost 20 years. This would be huge for them and for their young team to gain confidence in future years. And I think they still could potentially gain confidence from this game. They've done a great job in this series. It's not like it's a complete loss if you do lose. But I feel like if you're the Kings, you got to give it everything you've got in this fourth quarter. You just cannot go out, playing poorly. You got to go out fighting as hard as you can and only lose by a couple points. You still would rather win. But we'll have to see what happens. Jackson's three-point shot and the foul. 100%. That was a huge shot by Klay Thompson. He hit the free throw as well. And Jeff says it's now or never for the Kings. This is the fourth quarter that we're going to find out. Can the Kings win this playoff series? Will be the Warriors. What a game. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it. It's been a great game. 11:50 to go in the fourth quarter. It's underway. And you've got Wiggins in the lane. He almost loses the basketball out of bounds, but it is off of the Sacramento Kings. So it is still Golden State Warriors basketball, 11:48 to go in the fourth quarter. The Warriors will be inbounding. It was a good deflection by Sacramento, but you still have to find a way to get the basketball. It's not enough to deflect. You've got to get the ball in. Now you've got Klay Thompson driving in the lane. Step back two. Off the mark. Looney with another offensive rebound. You got to get the rebounds. Looney just keeps on trucking down there. He has to have 20 rebounds. Curry for three. It's off the mark. And Looney, they called the foul on the floor on Sabonis. I thought that foul was on Looney. I'm not 100% sure. I thought Looney might have got over the back on, but they're going to call the foul on Sabonis. We'll have to see on the replay. Ooh, maybe Sabonis I don't know. That could have gone either way. They were both grabbing each other. That's tough. But the Warriors do have the basketball. 11:30 to go in the fourth. We're getting down to the wire. The Kings need a big run, down by 10. Klay Thompson driving in the lane. Kicks it to Wiggins for 2, and Wiggins' shot is no good. And finally, the Kings get a rebound. Sabonis boxes out Looney. Fox to Herter. Herter into the lane, kicks to Harrison Barnes in the corner. Harrison Barnes might have been fouled by Draymond Green, I think. 11:08 to go in the fourth quarter. So no free throws yet because it's the beginning of the quarter, so neither team is in the bonus yet. But still, definitely the Kings, they need some buckets to fall. They have been really cold since the half on the offensive end. They were doing a great job in the first half. Draymond Green with 4 fouls now. Malik Monk driving into the lane. He takes a mid-range 2 off the mark. And Wiggins ends up with the basketball. The Kings are just cold. They can't get any shots to fall, and that cannot continue if they're going to win. Curry into the lane. Curry for 2, and Curry knocks down the shot. Curry's up to 36 points. 93-81. 10:40 to go in the fourth, and the crowd is starting to get silent. And the Kings need some buckets because the crowd has to get back into it to help fuel their team. Sabonis to Malik Monk. 10:33 to go in the fourth. I think there might be a foul on the Golden State Warriors. But what a shot by Curry on the other end. Just driving in the lane, a little bit of contact, but he's able to get that shot to fall. That's just an effortless play by Curry. Just a really good shot. And now you've got Fox for 3, misses. The ball's out of bounds, and the ball is off of the Warriors. So it's still Sacramento basketball. They're down by 12. 10:27 to go in the fourth quarter. Kevin Herter to inbound. Herter throws it in to Sabonis at the top of the key. 10:20 to go in the fourth quarter. In the corner, Harrison Barnes for 3, and Barnes was wide open, but he can't knock down the shot. And Looney with another rebound like Sabonis had it, but he could not come up with it. Looney probably with 22 rebounds now. Curry with the ball. 10:05 to go in the fourth. Curry being guarded by De'Aaron Fox with a crossover dribble. Curry, step back, thought about the 3, dribbling around, takes a mid-range 2. He's off the mark there, almost got another big shot to fall. Monk with the board to Fox. Fox turns it over, bad pass by Fox. That was a horrible pass. 9:50 to go in the fourth. Curry at the top of the key being guarded by Malik Monk. Curry blows bomb, kicks to Draymond Green, behind the back pass to Looney. Looney back to Curry, to Wiggins on the outside, and there is a foul on, I think, the Warriors. Maybe it was a wraparound by Wiggins. Maybe they called the offensive foul on him. I think that they did. So that's a break for Sacramento. But 9:37 to go in the fourth quarter, and we have a 12-point lead for Golden State. De'Aaron Fox with the basketball. Swings to Malik Monk for 3. He misses the 3 at the top of the key. They can't get anything to fall. Curry with the rebound. 9:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Curry being guarded by Kevin Herter. Probably a mismatch there because of Curry's speed. Curry gets the ball from Draymond. Curry into the lane. Curry for 2 more. 95-81, and Curry's got 38 points. He just keeps on scoring. Largest lead of the game for the Warriors. Sabonis for 2. He misses again. Draymond with the board. I think Sacramento needs a timeout. They probably needed a timeout a couple minutes ago, but they are not calling one. And the Warriors keep extending their lead. 8:50 to go in the fourth. Curry with the basketball being guarded by Herter again. I don't like that matchup. Curry, 5 seconds in the shot clock, blows by Herter, kicks to Draymond Green in the corner. Green misses the 3. Sabonis with the board. 8:35 to go in the fourth, and I think there might be a foul on the Golden State Warriors down the floor. Maybe they called it, I think, when they're going down the floor and you do not, want a player to get hurt when you foul going down the floor. It's one of those take fouls or whatever, but still, the Sacramento Kings, they're not in the bonus yet, so it's no free throws, and they're just really struggling from the floor. Jackson says, Jeff, hopefully the Kings can make a comeback. I don't want to see a semifinals match with Warriors-Lakers. I don't think some people really would like to see the Kings. It'll be, the first time in a long time. I think a lot of people do want to see it, but it's not looking good in any way, shape, or form. We've only got 8:35 to go in the fourth. We have a TV timeout, but the Kings are down by 14 points. And we might be seeing a Warriors-Lakers semifinal matchup, whether people unfortunately want to see it or not. The Kings are just not making buckets right now. They're really struggling. They need Jimmy Butler right now. Jeff says, Jackson John, same here. I'm tired of seeing it. Yeah, again, a lot of people want to see a new team. It would be so cool to see the Kings, and maybe they still have a last-ditch effort in them. But they're just really struggling to score the basketball right now. I mean, it is really bad. I mean, the way they were playing in the first half led you to believe that they were going to win this game. But they are just really struggling. They've fallen apart on the offensive end. And you look at it. I think Sacramento, didn't they have 58 points at the half? So they've only scored 23 points in the second half. And that's in around 15 and a half minutes. So they're only scoring about 1.5 points a minute. Golden State, they had 56 points in the half. So they scored 39 points in around 16 minutes. So they've scored around 2 points a minute, 2.5 points a minute. So they're just going out there playing at a much higher level. Actually, around, 2.5 points a minute. So it just shows you that Golden State's having a much better second half. And Curry's the main reason why. I mean, Curry's got 38 points. Curry knew he had to have a big game, and Curry's going out there and delivering. For Sacramento, you got to have the production from Fox and Monk. Monk's got 13. Fox is like 12. That's not going to get it done, especially when you have Curry going for 38. If Curry had like 20 points right now, it'd be a little bit different, but he's going out there and he's balling out. In Game 7, the Sacramento Kings don't have anyone that's really doing that. Looney on the glass. Looney's got 22 rebounds. That's the problem. It's just not looking good. Jackson John says, Kings took your advice and called a timeout. I agree, but I think they called it a couple minutes too late. When you get down around 10 points and your crowd is out of it, you got to call a timeout. I know a lot of coaches call it quicker when you're on the road because the opposing crowd's getting in it and you don't want your team to get riled. And maybe Mike Brown was hoping his team would find a way, but they're down by 14 points now. And there's only 8 minutes left in the game. I understand that it's on your own floor. The crowd's on your side, but your crowd is out of the game because they're losing. Your crowd is not in the game. They're not energized in any way, shape, or form. They're really upset. And I think that the timeout needed to be earlier. I really do. I think the timeout needed to be about 2 minutes earlier. Jeff said, this is horrible. Come on, Kings. What are you doing? I agree with you. It's not as bad as Memphis. I don't think anything will be as bad as Memphis or, in a long time since that Memphis game. That was really bad, the way the Grizzlies lost by 40 points to the Lakers. But the way Sacramento's playing in the second half compared to the way they played in the first half, is a far cry. It's not even close. It's unfortunate, too, because Sacramento's such a good team, and they have so much potential. And I think it will carry over in the future, but this is not a good game in the second half for Sacramento. They're not rebounding at a high level. They're really struggling. They're down by 14 points. But the Warriors, you got to give credit to the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are going out there with Stephon Curry. A lot of people are saying, are they too old? Are they getting older where they're not going to be able to go far in the playoffs? Well, they're proving that narrative wrong because Curry's got 38 points. Clay's hit some big shots. Looney's rebound. Draymond Green does the things Draymond Green does. Wiggins has hit some big shots. The Warriors, kudos to the Warriors for playing at a high level. But we still have around 8:30 to go, so it can't count your chickens before they hatch. Maybe the Kings can come back and the Warriors, their lead will be a fallacy and they don't end up winning, but we'll have to see. Fox in the lane. Fox for 2. Big shot by De'Aaron Fox. 95-83, and they definitely needed that shot to go in for De'Aaron Fox. He has been struggling in this game. 95-83, 8:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Clay to Draymond. Over to Curry. Curry in the lane, and Curry with 40. Curry's got 40 points. 97-83, and a turnover. Draymond Green to Curry. Oh, man. Curry's got 40 points. 7:50 to go in the fourth. He's got 7 boards and 6 assists as well. Curry with a step-back 3, and Curry knocks it down, falling to the floor. He's got 43, and I don't know if that's the dagger shot, but unbelievable. 100-83, and Curry's got 43 points. Trey Lyles in the corner misses the 3. Sabonis finally gets an offensive rebound for the Kings. Fox for 3, kicks to Terrence Davis. His shot is off the mark. Clay with the rebound, but they do call a foul on the floor. 7:29 to go in the fourth, and I think they call a foul on the Warriors, but Curry is unbelievable right now. 43 points. He just hit a big 3. Over Keegan Murray, a 6'8" player. I think Murray fouled him. Keegan Murray fouled him too. He hit him on the arm. I mean, that's a foul. And he still hit the shot. That is crazy. 7:23 to go. 7:24 to go in the fourth quarter. Fox loses the basketball out of bounds, and it's Golden State ball again. And I feel like the Kings are almost out of this game. There's still time, but the Warriors are just putting their foot on the gas, being led by Curry, and the Kings just aren't getting it done. 8th career 40-point game for Stephon Curry in the playoffs. And another bucket is being made by Wiggins. 102-83. It's a 19-point lead for Golden State. Fox over to Lyles, back to Fox, and they need points. Fox for 3. He's just off. Clay with the board. 19-point lead for Golden State, and it just keeps on growing. Curry with the basketball. Curry for 3 again. His shot's off the mark, but Wiggins with the offensive rebound. Looney picks it up. Kicks it back out to Draymond Green. Over to Wiggins. Curry and Wiggins run into each other. Curry into the lane with a floater, and Curry scores again. 45 points for Curry. He runs right into Wiggins, and he still hits the shot. 104-83. 21-point game. Terrence Davis to Sabonis into Looney, and Sabonis for 2. 6:23 to go in the fourth quarter, and we have a timeout on the floor. The Warriors are up by 19 points. Curry's got 45 points. Whether you like Curry or not, this is an unbelievable performance. This is crazy. Trent Veronis to Sacramento looks defeated. They need a 3 from Fox or Monk, or let's go. I agree, but they're just not getting from anybody. Monk and Fox are both struggling. Justin, they need to learn to drive in and rebound the ball. I completely agree, but they're not doing it, and they're just going out there and letting Looney just keep on getting offensive rebounds, and they are struggling all around. Trent Veronis is Sabonis. I love you. Stop shooting the ball, please. That is so funny. I agree with you. I mean, I think the way Sabonis is playing, it's just a struggle bus for him. I mean, he's had some good moments down low, but he keeps taking jump shots because his team is not helping him out, and he's just not making it. Trent Veronis, Sabonis, and Barr need to focus on crashing the boards. That's it. Let Fox and Monk do what they do. I completely agree, but I think it's too little too late. Obviously, you wrote these comments a few minutes ago, Trent Veronis, but I definitely think it's about over for sure. It's unfortunate. Jeff says you're at home, for goodness sake. Completely agree. I completely agree. Trent Ross and where is Davis? Have no idea. He has not been as good in the second half as he was in the first. Clint Moses liked the being, was fun while it lasted. I agree. I appreciate all you guys for being here. It definitely stinks. It's not going to look like be a close game down the wire, but it is what it is. Trent Ross is laughing out loud. Force is strong with Curry as well. I completely agree. It is what it is, but Curry is on fire. I mean, you just can't stop him right now. And then you got the Kings just have no one making big shots. Jada says, hi, Jeff. Wow, sorry, late, Curry. Wow, thanks for being here, Jada. Better late than never. Really appreciate you for stopping by, but I agree with you. Definitely, wow. It is unbelievable seeing what is going on with Curry. He is hitting big shots. Game over, Jeff. I agree with you. Trent Ross says, yeah, not looking good. I completely agree. Jada says, what do you think of Denver? Yeah, that was a fantastic win for Denver. Phoenix struggled late in that game, and Denver's up 1-0. So it's very interesting there. Uneducated Sports Talk. What's up, my guy? Keep grinding. Thanks for being here. Uneducated Sports Talk. Really appreciate you for stopping by. Thanks for being here. Josh says Miami. Yeah, Miami was big over the Knicks. Miami was huge over the Knicks. They played fantastic. I know Randall was out, but then you look at Miami, they're without Hero and Oladipo, so huge there. Daniel McKean, UST Ray, thanks for being here. I appreciate all you guys for coming by. Thanks so much. I really appreciate you for stopping by for your Uneducated Sports Talk raid. I appreciate the raid. Definitely appreciate all you guys for being here. But this has been a great game until the end. The Kings have just run out of gas. And it's just really unfortunate to see. It looks like that the Kings are going to go down and not get their first big playoff series win since 2004. But I really appreciate all you guys for stopping by. Clint Moses says, Clay forever to go for getting kicked out of Watch Day. Oh, man, that's funny for sure. But, hey, Klay Thompson, he's a really good shooter. John says they just ran out of gas coming back. Yeah, I agree with you. Most points in Game 7 NBA history, Durant with 48, Wilkins with 47, Doncic 46, Curry with 45, LeBron 45 twice. So that's crazy right there. Curry could break the record if he keeps on scoring. But there's 6:23 to go in the fourth, and it's 104-85. A 19-point lead for Golden State. Trent Veron says Miami and the Knicks will be one to watch with the injuries, etc. For sure. And like you said, John, they just ran out of gas. I agree with both of you. And I think the Miami Knicks series could be great for sure. The injuries are definitely something to monitor. See how that series progresses. 104-85. Golden State's 18-42 on field goals this half. Sacramento's 9 of 31. Draymond Green kicks the ball over to Curry. He has been unbelievable. Draymond Green, He's got the basketball at the top of the key. Over to Klay Thompson. He thought about the three. Draymond Green back to Klay for a three. Klay's off the mark. His foot might have been on the line, but the ball is off of Keegan Murray. So 6 to go in the fourth, and the Warriors lead by 19. I don't know if there's going to be enough time. I think the Warriors might have this series for sure. Definitely appears that way. Curry gets the ball back from Draymond Green, and Curry knocks it down. Oh, man. Curry passed the ball into Draymond Green. They had 1 second on the shot clock. He passed it back to Curry, and he shot the three. He's got 48 to tie the record in Game 7. And then on the other end, Sabonis scores a 2. It's 107 to 87, but playoff career high for Curry. Curry is unbelievable here. 107 to 87. Klay driving into the lane. Kicks to Looney. Looney is fouled going up. 5:30 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors are up by 20. This is unbelievable. What a performance by the Warriors, especially Curry. They could not do it without him. His performance, getting the ball into Green, getting the ball back and shooting it before the buzzer is just ridiculous. In the corner, being guarded by Keegan Murray. He's had several possessions where he's been guarded by Keegan Murray. Insane. Josh says Knicks going out 4 straight. Jennifer Ross said no way. Knicks in 6. It's going to be interesting with the Knicks Heat. I'm really looking forward to that series as well. I'm looking forward to all these series. We're going to be going into the second round now. After this first round will be over after this game. But Looney, he hits both free throws. Again, Looney's been a huge factor on that glass. 109-87. 5:20 to go in the fourth. Herder over to Sabonis. Sabonis down low. He lays it in, but it might be too little, too late. 109 to 89. 5:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Klay Thompson bringing it up the floor over to Looney. Now to Draymond Green. 5 to go in the fourth. Curry with 48 points, a playoff career high. He's being double teamed over to Draymond Green. Klay Thompson in the corner. He shoots the three. His three is off the mark, and Malik Monk is pushing it down the floor. Malik Monk over to Herder. Kings need points now. Herder being guarded by Wiggins to Sabonis. Back to her. That's a good two-man game play there. Sabonis back to Herder. 109 to 91. 4:30 to go in the fourth. Draymond Green, he has the basketball. Kicks it back to Curry. Under 4:30 to go. Mathematically running out of time for Sacramento. Klay Thompson for 3. It's off the mark. And you've got Malik Monk with the rebound going down the floor. Malik Monk almost goes out of bounds, kicks to Herder, and Herder's shot's no good. Klay Thompson with the rebound. 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. I think we're about out of time. Golden State's just going to keep running this clock down. Now Curry over to Klay Thompson in the corner. Klay's three's no good. Looney taps it back in. What a play by Looney. And again, Looney with another offensive rebound. That's a big reason that the Kings are going to lose. Just the fact how good that Looney's been on the glass. 111 to 91. Jonas says Herder is terrible. He has not had a great game. Jonas has too many misses and bad rebounding. I agree. They've made way too many mistakes. And you've got to give absolute credit to Golden State. The Kings, definitely, it stinks for them. It would have been awesome for them to be able to get their first playoff win series win since 2004, but they're not going to get it done. They're going to fall short. Looney with 9 points and 21 rebounds. He has been unbelievable. Pull to Curry, almost loses the ball. Back to Pull. 3:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Curry being guarded by De'Aaron Fox. Curry with the step back three. Curry shot short. Malik Monk with the rebound. Fox down the floor. Fox into the lane. 3:27 to go. Sabonis goes up strong, and there is a foul by Jordan Poole. So Sabonis will have a couple of free throws. 3:26 to go in the fourth quarter. But what a performance. Looney has 3 games with 20-plus rebounds. Ties the most in a series since the NBA-ABA merger. I mean, the fact that one guy has over 20 rebounds in 3 playoff series games is why Golden State's going to win the series. And Sabonis, he misses the free throw. Again, too many missed free throws. I know the Warriors have missed a lot as well, but the Kings have not done themselves any favors. They missed a lot of free throws also. Jackson Johnson, we're seeing a Lakers-Warriors semifinals matchup on Tuesday. Suffering succotash. Well, it should be a fantastic series. I mean, I hate it for all the Kings fans and for people that wanted the Kings because they haven't won a playoff series in so long. But maybe their time will come. And Sabonis misses another free throw. Ball is off of the Kings. But maybe their time will come. I think the future is bright for Sacramento. It's a tough way to end this series, but definitely a fantastic performance from Golden State. They're not going to probably be here for too much longer because some of their guys could age out, but they're still a great team right now, and I think that the time will be there for Sacramento. But then Draymond to Wiggins for the slam dunk. What a dunk by Wiggins. 113-91, and the Warriors are just pouring it on. Fox misses another three, can't make a shot. The Kings are really struggling. Curry up the floor. He almost loses the basketball. Curry dribbling around, and Curry goes up strong, and Curry is 50. Curry has the playoff record in Game 7, 50 points. Monk misses a three, and they just can't make a shot to save their life. Fox misses as well. Curry with a rebound. Curry up the floor. Trent Varon says, wow, my heart hurts. Good game, Kings. Yeah, it is what it is. I agree with you, Trent Varon, but Curry's been unbelievable. It really stinks for the Kings. Curry with 50 points. 2:39 with left in the forecourt. Jackson says Curry has had a great day today with 50 points. I mean, you think about it. 50 points, the most ever in a Game 7 in playoff history. 50 points. Josh says goodbye, Lakers. So definitely Josh thinks the Lakers are going to be gone. Hey, who knows? The Warriors-Lakers series will be great. It will be a great series. You got the Lakers and Warriors, two big, names in the NBA. You got Curry and LeBron. It should be a fantastic series. And I can see either team winning, but the way the Warriors played today, I think they can win. And the way the Lakers played against the Grizzlies, I think they could win the series. Should be a fantastic series either way. But man, what a tough way for Sacramento to go out. This is the one way you did not want to go out. You did not want to go out in a blowout loss on your own floor, and that's what's happening. And if you're Sacramento, you think about it. If you had Harrison Barnes hit that three, they win. If you had been able to win Game 5 at home, you win. It's just they were so close. I mean, they played so hard. They gave it all they had, and they did a great job winning at the Warriors, but they just don't have that same energy today. They're down by 24 points with 2:39 to go. Jack said, John, I hope the Lakers get beat in the semifinals. It'll be interesting. It will be very interesting to see what happens for sure. John says, time to retire LeBron. I mean, who knows? I mean, he had a pretty good playoff series against the Grizzlies, but it will be interesting for sure. Definitely should be a good playoff series. But Curry, most points in a Game 7 NBA history, 50 points, 20 of 38 from the field, 7 of 18 from three, and 8 rebounds. And I think he has 7 assists. Josh is new King Curry. New King over LeBron. That's funny, John. That's really funny. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Curry with 38 field goal attempts to career high in any game. You got to attempt shots to make them, and he's made a lot of them. He's made over half his shots, and he's going over to the bench. 50 points. I don't think the Warriors are going to need him out there anymore. He's taking care of business. You've got the backups in now. 2:30 to go. Almost a turnover. Moody almost lost the ball out of bounds. Now it's over to Jonathan Kuminga, over to Dante DiVincenzo, 2:20 to go. Poole misses the three. So Lynn, he's in the game, and he rebounds the ball there. Can the Kings make it a little bit more respectable? Who knows? Kings miss a shot, taps the ball back out. Terrence Davis over, and they hit a three. Kings do hit a three there, 115-94. Jada says, I want Jimmy and Curry same team. Yeah, if you get Jimmy Butler and Curry on the same team the way they play in the playoffs, that would be incredible. I mean, I think that would be a fantastic team for sure. Wonder how the chemistry will work there, but it'd be very interesting. 2:09 to go in the fourth quarter. 115-94. Sabonis, you can definitely tell, is upset on the bench. He definitely fought hard. And there was a foul, I think, on the Kings after the shot. Josh says Sabonis looks like a boxer. Yeah, I agree. I hate it for him. I hope he'll be okay and be able to heal up. Definitely probably good for him to be able to get healed up, but definitely the Kings still wanted to win the series. He said he got knocked out for sure. It's unfortunate. They got knocked out of this game. 1:40 to go. Len goes up strong, loses the basketball, and the ball is out of bounds off of the Warriors. So it's 115-94, 142-11-4. All of it is window dressing. The Kings have 48-34, third in the West. They won 18 more games this year. They won last year. Last playoff series won 2004. And Fox, Herter, and Murray are all under contract through 25-26. Harrison Barnes is a free agent following the season, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with their roster, but a lot of their guys will be there for a while, and again, I think the future is bright for Sacramento. Sacramento misses a three. They miss a layup as well, and there is a foul down low with 1:28 to go in the fourth quarter. I don't know if there's any free throws yet. We'll have to see. But definitely both teams still playing hard. It's always funny when the game's over and then there's fouls. You don't need it. It's not necessary because the game's already over. But it's interesting. Josh says, hope they know how to golf. Yeah, it's a long off season. I mean, you definitely have a long off season. There's a lot of hobbies you can do and even work on your craft and just try to get better for the next season. Sacramento misses the first free throw. Only 1:28 to go in the fourth. You see Kings fans are trying to support their team, just really proud that they were able to get this far, but definitely upsetting that they were not able to win this game and move on to the playoff. They had a great chance. They had a couple of great chances in games, but they just fell short. 1:20 to go in the fourth. Jordan Poole bringing the basketball up the floor. He's had some big shots as well. 1:15 to go. Jordan Poole dribbling around, drives into the lane, kicks to DiVincenzo for three, and DiVincenzo knocks it down. The Warriors are still making shots. 118-95. A 23-point lead. 1 to go in the fourth. Kings down the floor. They kick it outside, swinging it around. Under a minute to go. We're in the final minute of the game. Terrence Davis is the basketball now. Dribbling around. He shoots a three, and he knocks it down. Big shot for Terrence Davis. Could be a confidence booster for next season. He definitely had some nice moments. Golden State, though, up 20. 50 seconds left in the fourth. And they're bringing the basketball up the floor. And you're going to have the Lakers and the Warriors in the next series in the second round. Trim Verano says, laughing on going fishing. It is definitely a funny joke for sure. But I appreciate all you guys for being here. Definitely tough way to end the game for the Kings. Dante DiVincenzo to Moses Moody. Moody for two, and he knocks it down. What a faking shot there. 120-98. 25 seconds left. And you've got the Kings with the basketball going down the floor. They lay it in, and they get to 100. 120-100. Jackson says, I hope LeBron loses semifinal. I think 80 Shrew and Reeves bail him out like Kyrie did in the 2016 NBA Finals, like Ray Allen did in the 2013 NBA Finals. It's going to be interesting. I think it should be a great series. I can see either team win, but the Warriors played great today. If Curry keeps it up, they'll be tough to beat. Josh says, thanks, Jeff. Great call. Thank you for showing up, John. I really appreciate it, but the game is over. Canada out. So, John, I really appreciate you for stopping by, but the game is over. 120-100. We saw Miami beat the Knicks earlier. 108-101. They're up 1-0 in the second round, but the Warriors, they finish off the Kings 4-3. And now the Warriors will play the Lakers in round two. Unfortunately for the Kings, definitely a very unfortunate loss for them. They really want to get their first playoff win since 2004, but they could not get it done. It's unfortunate, but I think the future is bright for them nonetheless. Trent Ross, tell me how you really feel. Jackson laughing a lot. That's funny. Jeff says, great stream. I enjoyed, just not the results for sure. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Thanks all of you so much. I really appreciate you guys are all awesome. Makes it definitely worth doing with all you guys being here. You guys are awesome. A lot of fun for sure. Definitely the game was tough at the end, not being close, but it still was a great series overall. What a win for the Warriors. But I really appreciate all you guys for being here. Like the stream down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Share the stream out on social media. But I'll definitely be back soon for more NBA playoff live streams. Definitely be a lot of fun. Looking forward to all these games. Should be a lot of fun as we advance further and further into the playoffs, but it was a lot of fun. Trim Ronson, always love the live playoff play. See you next time. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate the compliment. Johnson, what do you think of the draft? Very interesting for sure. The draft was very, very interesting. Definitely interesting. Two Canadians went. I thought it was crazy with Bryce Young over CJ Stroud. A lot of fun, though, overall. Jackson says, thank you for another awesome show. But I thought the NFL draft, a lot of great players drafted. Thought the playoff series were awesome. But thanks for being everybody. I'll see you soon for sure with another live stream for the NBA playoffs. But thanks for being everybody. It was a lot of fun for sure. The Warriors with a big one over the Kings. Great in the NBA playoffs for Curry, how he played. But the NBA playoffs have been a lot of fun. And I definitely can't wait to be back soon. Thanks for being here, everybody. What a win for the Warriors. Thanks for being